Britney Spears.
Good evening, your majesties. And welcome
Britney
to this
Spears.
Good evening, your majesties.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, shit.
Welcome to this Good
hold up.
evening,
Sorry.
your
Oh, God.
majesties.
Are we live?
Are we good? Is it, like, echoing? Because I was hearing myself in my own headphones for a second.
I don't hear an echo.
Okay. Welcome to this evening's performance. If the stream is going to shit, please let us know. I'm Hayden Hartrick. I am the DM for this group of merry band of misfits. And these are your jesters. We've got Clayton Chalman.
Hey, Super Bowl, I hardly know her bowl.
We got Alex Pittner.
I'm just worried about my mama worrying less.
We've got Collin Mims.
I'm eating curry.
And we've got Brett Owen.
I can't wait to show you guys what we have planned for our halftime show. Thanks for watching.
And this is
Jest
Quest! How's everybody doing? I'm so glad for those of you watching live that you are choosing us over the Sports Ball Bowl.
Yeah, fuck sports ball.
Yeah. Dice are better. Throw dice at your friends and see if they can catch them.
If the balls are polygonal, they'd be a little bit better.
Hey, Dad, catch these dice.
It's better if
Just
you use
joking,
metal
he
ones.
hasn't been home.
Oh. Moving on. We're getting really excited for this evening's episode. As many of you know, it's spring fling time. But before we get into that, we got a couple of announcements. As most people know who own a calendar, next week, next Sunday, February 14th, is Valentine's Day. And instead of having your regularly scheduled programming, we are going to be doing a special Valentine's Day themed one-shot. If you're a little bit behind, this is the perfect time to catch up, because next week's episode won't have anything to do with what's going on in Jest Quest right now. Won't even probably be in the same world. So just, keep an eye on our Twitter at JestQuestDND for little updates about that, and hopefully we'll see you next Sunday for a very fun, very fancy, very romantic, potentially, episode. Just a little special one-shot. We like to do these from time to time. When there's a good little narrative break for Jest Quest, and we can really give some opportunities for other people to hop in and be in the little DM seat. Sometimes give me an opportunity to be a player, which is always really nice. But that's going to be really, really exciting. I think that was really our only big announcement that's going on. So unless anybody else has anything they would like to say, I think we're going to go right into this little spring fling, baby. So last time, the last few weeks, our party, the Candy Mafia, has been setting up for an event called the Spring Fling here in the city of Zaspros. It is a yearly festival that changes exactly what the festival is every year. The party signed up, sponsored by a man named Martin Zaganos, and they entered into this large arena where the library of the city used to be. This library, or this arena, they met the other competitors. Among those were Ugo Allsbane and Evangeline Allsbane, who were a couple of people they had met earlier in the city. They competed in the actual event, which was revealed to be a two-parter. The first part would be a series of random challenges in these demi-planes constructed by some archmages from the Archibald Academy of the I don't want to say this name wrong. From the Archibald Academy. I'm not going to say the full name because it's not right in front of me, and it's a really, really long name. So the party entered in, and the second part would be just a squaring off brawl between the first two teams to finish. The party entered in. The first person they fought was a seemingly invulnerable man until they were able to get a very, very lucky shot in and were able to take him down. The second was a series of colored pillars and colored gems that the party, in overthinking their response, ended up getting burned with a little bit of acid. And finally, the last room that they entered into was a room that said, "Speak your truth," to which Monty began to delve into his backstory, spill some secrets and was instructed to be less vague. And even though his party tried to pull the attention away from him, it seemed that the attention was focused on him. So he spilled some secrets, and they finally exited out to see themselves coming out second, and across the way from them were Ugo and Evangeline Allsbane. And that's...
So, I'm
Yes.
sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
What's up?
So, at the end of that, I think at the end of last week's session, I think we were talking about it right now, was Micah spilled some beans about stuff as well, trying to get the attention so that Monty wouldn't have to be as vague
That is
or
correct.
less vague.
That is correct.
How?
Yeah, I was like, how are we skipping over that in the recap? That shook me.
That's what I was saying of trying to pull the attention away.
Yeah. So, but like, what could they hear me? Like, I think we had asked to roll for if they could hear.
You're
me.
not exactly aware if that
Okay.
was
So
the case.
we'll probably find that out afterwards.
Okay.
We can be like, hey, thank you all for coming to secure our victory. And everyone's like, yeah, that was great. So I heard Micah had his whole village murdered. Can we talk about that a little?
But you are popping out into seeing the Fire Genasi, who was the announcer for this event, welcomed you back, informed you that you would be fighting across the fighting the Allsbanes in the final act, and that's where we're picking up. So he gestures up, and you now look up to see there are where the other illusions had first been when you guys first entered. You know, those whole large illusionary versions of yourself. There are two other illusionary big rooms, and you see one of them has the three orcs that you recognize slamming against a red-haired man in only a loincloth with glowing red fists, who you recognize as, all of their weapons are just, deflecting off of his skin. And you see the gnomish man in the robotic outfit running down a corridor with a large boulder rolling down after him. As he's running, you see he's getting very, very excited. As on all of them, you see a blue light kind of light up on their wrist, and then they disappear, and you see somewhere in the stands that blue light comes back, and you see all four of them just appear right there. As the Fire Genasi continues saying, "Thank you so much. You had such a valiant effort. Unfortunately, these are our first two competitors, and they will be the ones facing off in the final showdown." And everybody cheers and cheers. Now, I'm sure you're all exhausted, yes?
No.
Well,
Never.
regardless, we're going to go ahead and have an hour intermission to give our competitors just a second to cool off from everything they'd have. Please
Big fuck.
go enjoy some food, and we'll be back for some more spring fling. And then he, in a puff of smoke, just disappears, and the crowd starts cheering, and you see that you are a couple of crowd people, or a couple of people who are involved with the event come in and direct you back to those quarters that you had first started in. And they explain to you, they say, just wait here, we'll come get you when about the hour's done. Rest, there's some food. You see that table, as you enter back into that large corridored area with the alcoves, you see that the table that had breakfast has been refilled and now has a lot of it has like more like meats and more of a lunch type spread.
They have just like the Subway counter back there.
Basically, yeah.
That's on the
There's
table.
somebody back there, making sandwiches for you all.
Love that.
As you guys find your way in, eventually Ugo and Evangeline are also brought in and put across in one of they go back to their alcove, which was across from the alcove you guys had previously stayed in.
Okay, well, Dionysus is absolutely loading up on food.
Mm-hmm.
I've got my hand on Micah's shoulder, and I'm like, hey, that was, I'm just going to hug him with tears in my eyes, just kind of wrap my little flimsy ass arms around Micah's jacked torso.
Hey, there's a chance that that wasn't heard, but I know for a fact that Monty. Let's go talk to Monty about this, because Jesus Christ, he just had to unload his whole ass on camera.
Yes, I agree, but like,
Wrong, that's a bad way of phrasing it, I think. You know what I mean? This whole shit. There we go.
yes, of course, but I don't know. I want you to know that, like, I got your back. I'm here, just classic friend stuff.
Okay. I'll delve into that eventually.
Okay.
But
all right. Take your time. Yeah.
So Dionysus is going to drop some of the food off at the table, our alcove, and she's going to run over to the alcove that Ugo and Evangeline are at.
Okay. As you're walking across to the other alcove, you see the announcer is loading up. He has walked in and is loading up a plate, and picks it and goes to another alcove.
Okay. Ooh. And it's like that moment in Monster Prom. Who do I chat up? Do I chat up the elf? Do I chat up the demon? Do I chat up the fire one? Okay. I'm still starting off with the twins.
Okay.
While they're doing that, I will head to the fire ganassi.
Okay.
Perfect. So she's going to kind of pop in, kind of like pop her head over, and she says, "Hello. Congratulations. I am excited that it will be us at the very end of it."
Congratulations to you guys, too. I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, I'm quite excited.
Excellent. I think this will be a very good challenge for all of us. Have you two gotten food already?
We will here momentarily. We were just, having a sit down after everything that had happened.
Absolutely. I wanted to know, so that last moment, the last challenge that we had, you two saw everything, correct?
Right, yeah, we, got out really fast, so we got to see your whole last...
We heard that put a lot of pressure on us. That was terrifying.
You're welcome.
But it's just that in the process of one of our friends speaking about some of his secrets, another friend mentioned one of his, and, well, he seemed a little bit stressed out about it. Did he happen to, in fact, was that heard by everyone?
They kind of look at each other for a second, and then Evangeline speaks up, and she's like, no, actually, for that entire time, once your friend, Monty, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Once he began to speak, the rest of you faded from the illusion, and it seemed to focus only on him.
All right. Thank you. That does provide us, I think, with some ease, I think. I appreciate it. Let me know if I can get you anything. I'm actually loading up for the whole table.
Oh, no, we'll be fine. We'll get ourselves food.
All right, then. Well, see you out on the battlefield.
Uh-huh. Of course. As you walk away, Ugo kind of calls it, hey, wait, one second. I just, for my own personal curiosity, what did you all have to go through?
Well, our first challenge was this nearly naked man, and he was very weird. I think his name was Steve or something along those lines. He was just about impossible for us to hit. Everything we did, it was like he was made out of metal, but we finally managed to break through and almost smashed his head in, which kind of would have been a little bit horrifying. I'm glad that we didn't have to fully do that. And then after that, it was a relatively straightforward, actually a bit disorientingly.
Disorientingly?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Straightforward task of assigning an orb to a pedestal, which wasn't too hard when we finally said maybe we're overthinking it. But up until that point, it was a bit too much. And then the final one was, well, you saw the last one. What about you two?
Well, we had to our first one. There was a series of doors that we had to go through, seemingly random until the end, in which we had to make a final decision, and we were able to safely get through that one. Our second was we had to fight some exceptionally quick creatures.
Right, but I made short work of them.
That he did. And our final one was the pillars as well. Those colored pillars. You're right. It baffled me for just a second, but my brother here was quick to let me know I was overthinking things.
Well, when one has adventured for so long, it can be tempting to assume that what you see at first is a trick of some sort. You automatically assume that what you're looking at cannot possibly be as simple as it appears, but sometimes things simply are as they appear. And sometimes it's a lot less about asking questions and it's about simply working with what you have.
Right. You hit it on the head.
All right, well, once again,
I look forward to taking you out.
we shall see.
We shall.
And they kind of, go back to their own conversation that they were having. Monty, you hop over to the, you walk over, you don't hop, sorry, I apologize. You walk over to this orange-skinned man with his hair flaming up, who's just kind of, cutting some meat and... can I help you?
So the first thing the reason I went over there was to ask about the same thing Dionysus asked the Allsbanes about Micah's stuff.
Okay.
So he'll probably just
He would
take a
he would
seat
give you
there.
he would tell you a similar thing if you don't want to specifically roleplay through that.
Yeah, he would. I'll just take a seat, and I'll make some casual conversation while I start to just use mending and repair Buddy back to full.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, hey, actually, while I got you here, so that cool fucking lightning thing, right? So we get that if nobody goes down.
Yes, from what I assume, yeah. I'm only the announcer. I don't get paid to know all of the other stuff. I have a
Do you know if he would count for that? I'm pointing to Buddy.
I'm sorry. I'm just the announcer. I don't.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I'll head back to the group then.
Okay.
All I can think of is as like a tiefling being like, I have resistance to flame.
I'm gonna fuck that man.
Are we getting a short rest? Right
Yes.
now?
At the end of this, you will have fully accumulated a short rest. So if anybody has hit die they need to roll, you roll those. Add your Constitution modifier to each roll. That's how much you will regain. If anybody needs to regain, Thomas, you have your Arcane Recovery feat. So if you've expended any spell slots, you can get them back. I don't believe any other of you have any short rest abilities, correct? Just if you have anything that recharges after a short rest, it is recharged. Yes.
I was holding on to everything after during the fight with Mr. Invincible or whatever the hell, because I thought there would be more combat, honestly. But yeah. So, when Monty gets back, I'm gonna go over and talk to him.
Okay.
Hey, buddy. That was rough.
Yes.
You had to show your whole ass on camera. Again,
Oh.
wrong phrasing, but we're gonna get through it. Just like
Yeah.
we're gonna. Yeah. Okay. So
I
listen,
mean, I is that just like my thing now? Just telling everybody everything about me. I thought I was like secretive,
No.
and then
Can I hug
maybe I've got.
Monty?
I'm
I'm
fine.
gonna
Honestly, I'm
Does he-
weirdly doing okay right now. I'm more angry than anything.
yeah. I mean, there's probably a catharsis to letting that off your chest. How many years you been hiding that? 2, 3 years now, right?
Oh man, I mean, she'll fucking.
Um,
Yeah.
but those guys, has Dionysus talked to us? Dionysus, have you told us about like what they went through? Like,
Dionysus is just snacking. She's eating. She
Dionysus-
brought food to the table.
yeah.
Okay.
And she's already had her touching moment with Monty. I will say that she did let you know that no one heard what had happened.
oh, thank fuck. Okay, so listen. You had to go through that, and they, from what I understand, they went out fast because they got the luck of the draw, right? They got the easy shit, meaning that like socially you're at a disadvantage, which means by law of equations, right? Equilibrium, that's the word.
Yeah, that's all correct.
We put a disadvantage onto them before we go on out there. So, Hayden, what's the spiciest pepper they have on the table?
Make a
Nature?
yeah. I got. I wanted to let Alex get his laugh. Make a
Okay.
nature check for me, please.
Okay, that's a -1. Here we go.
Got it. Nat 20 alert.
That's an 8.
Ah.
So there's not a lot of peppers. This is mainly more of like a meat and yeast based food.
Okay.
And a few vegetables here and there, but not a lot of peppers. You do see like,
Even like adjacent.
towards the end, there's a couple of green peppers at the closer one end of the table.
Hayden, can meats and yeasts be our next inn that we go to?
Okay.
Please.
Beds and beefs, meats and yeast. Yeah. Okay.
Meats
Cool.
and yeasts.
Love this.
It's the sister company to Beds and Beef.
So, okay. So I'm gonna go over to the other table and be like, "Hey, how you been to the Allsbanes?"
Oh, can I go with Micah for that?
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, pretty good, seeing as we're doing first so far.
Yeah, that's great. I'm so happy for you.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you seem like you're a man up for any challenge. Is that a correct assumption? Or people up for any challenge? I'm sorry to Evangelina. I'm so sorry for dismissing you.
I understand. It's I understood what you meant, so we're all good.
Either one of you two.
Right.
I have a challenge
Right.
that I would like to challenge up to.
Okay.
So, back in my hometown,
Mm-hmm.
we would do this thing
Mm-hmm.
where we'd finally dice a bunch of peppers and put them in a cup full of vinegar and just drink it. And whoever gave up drinking first lost like X amount of money, right?
Right.
So, tell you what. Simple bet, $10 on the line. Just $10 on the line.
10 gold.
Yeah, 10 gold on the line. Sorry. How you feel?
Make a persuasion check.
All right.
Ugo's a tiefling, right?
Ugo is a tiefling.
Yeah, he is.
It's fire damage, not heat.
That's a 15.
50. He reaches into his pouch, pulls out 10 gold pieces, slams it on the table.
All
Your
right.
turn.
And I do the same.
Okay.
That's 10 of my own fucking money. That will eventually.
Right, so you got the cups and the vinegar and you already chopped the peppers, I assume.
Well, I'm gonna go do that right now. You want to come do it with me? Let's go.
Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah.
He gets up and he goes and he almost like almost as like an intimidation tactic, as you pull him over and you take these, you show him the peppers that you're gonna cut him. He, reaches out and a little circle of fire opens and he reaches into the circle of fire and pulls out, this crimson bladed long sword with this really like spiky hilt, and minces the pepper with the long sword, just not taking his eyes off of you the whole time.
You gotta cut your actually continue doing this in case you cut your finger.
That's on the one hand it's very cocky, on the other hand it is pretty sexy.
Oh yeah. He doesn't cut his fingers. He doesn't, like, he's moving his fingers right back with the blade. They're sliding, like, he's doing the whole, like, chef this thing, so you don't cut the tips of your fingers off.
Damn.
And he, slides it into a cup, and you got the vinegar?
I was assuming, since it's like Subway, Jason, they'd have some sort of oil vinegar combination on the table, right?
I'll say you can find some oil and vinegar.
Okay, cool. I do that, and I just get a cup, like one of the cups they served the coffee in this morning, and just pour all that in there.
All right. He does the same. Bottoms up.
How do we? Yeah, bottoms up. I say, and then.
Make a Constitution check.
Saving throw check.
Just a Constitution check.
Okay. That's a 12.
12. Okay. So you begin to drink this, and you're bracing for the spice of the pepper to hit.
Oh.
But no spice hits. It's oddly like a little bit sweet. These peppers as you like, you bite into them and the little bit of juice comes out. So now you're just kind of drinking like
vinegar, like it's almost like pickle juice.
Yeah, a little bit. And it ends up coming down to who can finish the fastest. As about a solid like 2 seconds before you finish yours, he slams his cup down and be like, "Right, that wasn't too spicy. What were these?"
I thought it was gonna be spicy, honestly.
He takes one that wasn't cut and it's sweet.
That's an apple, dude.
Was a pretty bad nature check.
So okay. I thought that was gonna be spicier and nastier.
Right, but I get the gold because I finished first, right?
Well, the terms were if it were going to be something painful, right? And that was actually kind of pleasant. I don't know about you, but I enjoyed it a little bit.
It's like a kombucha.
Tell you what, hit me up after, and we'll do the same thing again with some fresh, spicy ass peppers that are at the market outside.
Right, so we're going double or nothing? Because I mean,
Double
you
or nothing.
lost.
I did, and I'll admit that. But
I'll go
again,
double or nothing.
I'll go double or nothing with you after the game tonight, okay?
Right.
All right. And I go in for a handshake, and I try my damnedest to do like the biggest handshake imaginable.
He takes the sword which he's been holding this whole time and
Like
just
shaking sword?
No. He just kind of tosses it to his side, and as he tosses it out and it leaves his grasp, it just is overcome by flame for a second and then disappears. As he takes this hand that he was holding the sword in and shakes yours.
I'm gonna fuck that guy up.
Also,
I fucking hate this guy. Okay.
while they're doing that, can I have hung back at the table to talk to Evangeline?
Of course.
Okay.
She's
I'm
kind of just watching.
We go, Evangeline,
Yes.
sorry to be a bother, but this morning when we talked, I was just taken by surprise, very much. And I suppose if, it's all right with you, I wanted to ask some questions about, what's going on at the Archibald Academy of Advanced Arcana and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that'd be fine. I'm not technically a student there anymore, but
Okay.
So I don't think it'll be bad.
Yeah, well, I was just mainly wondering, first question, y'all learn about me as part of the curriculum?
You weren't in the curriculum, but you were talked about by one of my professors.
Okay, and you said that professor was
Thomas the 16th. He had mentioned that he was technically not a blood Thomas, but a family Thomas, no less.
I was about to say, I wonder what Simon Archibald was adopted into the family, or Reginald Archibald. So I guess that was something I was going to ask, as if it was adopted into the family.
But he specifically mentioned you. It was my abjuration, one of my abjuration courses, and he mentioned you as a example of how not to practice abjuration magic.
Oh, okay.
As more of a warning that like if you're a fake it till you make it attitude will not work in this class.
Of course. All right. What are they like? Are they cool?
They're pretty cool.
Okay. I know we just met, but like if you had to like put numbers on it, do you think in terms of coolness, am I up here and they're down here, or is it like where are they in terms of compared to me coolness?
Well, one of them taught me magic, and so I'm going to put that one just a touch above you.
I'll see you in the fight. I'm just kidding. I just want to be like, oh yeah, well of course, because you don't know. All right.
I don't know you that well. I mean, I
yeah.
haven't even seen your abilities truly.
Yeah, honestly, I feel bad putting you in that situation. I guess
You're not like still faking it, right?
Well, no, I can actually do magic now. If that's what you're. Like
okay.
I do my little candy fireworks prestidigitation shit. Yeah,
So, that's that. Okay.
You think the way they talk about me, is there a way that I get back in there? You think?
You used to be an Archibald, right?
Well,
I figured.
Yeah.
You might know more of the family politics. I just studied there. I really wasn't
You're right. You're right.
Like I'm not. I wasn't on the Archmage track. I was just there to learn, and then I'm off with my brother doing our own things in the world.
Okay, yeah, I apologize. I'm putting my personal experiences of just asking questions just because I've been gone so long. But thank you for indulging an old man and wanting to know about who replaced him when he was banished and demoralized by his family. So I'm going to go get a sub.
Okay.
Do you want like a patty melt?
I'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm good. As you get up to leave, she kind of grabs your arm for a second, and she kind of pulls you back, and she's. It just occurred to me that you might have taken it as rude when I called you the shitsteenth. I apologize if that came off as rude. It's what I knew you as. So.
Yes, no, it's quite all right. Honestly, yeah. I guess it just stung because my name's already fuck up shit stained. So the fact that in the vernacular of the Archibald Academy of Advanced Arcana, I'm the shit's teeth. That's interesting, but you're cool. I get it. I'll go for a really awkward high five.
She'll kind of not really understand it and go above it and go for the handshake and I'll see you in the fight.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah, you should. My brother's coming. He just finished the challenge, so
yeah.
I think
all
you
right.
should.
On 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna do a turn around on 3, and I'll walk back to my friends.
Okay.
I'll chow down with Dionysus.
This has been such a series of very awkward interactions.
I know.
Micah, can I get you a little perception check for me, please, real quick? As you watch Ugo head back to the table.
That's 4 plus probably nothing.
Okay,
cool.
Less
than nothing.
Ugo heads back to his table and talks with his sister.
That's a 5.
Anything specific you guys are doing? You probably have, by your own account, maybe another like 15 minutes before the end of your break.
Do we want to talk some strategy?
Yes, I'd be down to do that. So I I have like a one-liner that I'd kind of love to do, but a lot of stars have to line up for it to work.
What were you thinking?
Well, what I wanted to do was I have a spell that actually this works because then I won't be thinking about it when we fight. I wanted to do a thing where, you know, if somehow I am able to react faster to the start of combat than Micah, I was gonna do a spell that like holds the person in place, like it like freezes them where they are, and I was gonna go, Micah, time for warm-ups, and then Micah would like use them as a punching bag because it's like holding persons and whatnot.
Micah fucking loves that. Hey, buddy, just like if you're gonna do it, like make sure I'm in range. But once I'm in range, buddy, just do it, and then I'll do it next time. Or you know, I can hold. You know what? When we start, I can hold off a minute or two before you. And then, like gameplay wise, if you really want to do that, I'll just hold my initiative until after you go.
Yes,
I will say, as to who that would be best to target, I personally think that a spell like Hold Person, an enchantment, that would probably be best to target Ugo with. He doesn't strike me as well grounded or commonsensical as Evangeline is.
And Evangeline is elvish, correct? So she would already have.
She is half elvish, but she does like have an interestingly pinker tone to her skin than any other half elves you've seen before.
Mm-hmm. So here's what I'm thinking. We've got 2 combatants, and we've got 5 of us really. I think me and Micah are both up close people. If one of us can be on one of them at all times, personally, I want to fight Ugo so fucking bad, man. I would love to get up in his grill. And then Dionysus and Thomas, you can maybe like not be as in the middle of danger and sling spells.
Well, I do worry. I think that the one that we will have to worry about most is Evangeline.
Yeah.
I think that Ugo is a considerable threat. We all saw that sword of his. But that being said, I think a wizard, and particularly a wizard whose spells we are not aware of, presses far more dangerous than anyone who has a sword.
How about this then? I'll just keep. I can just try and hold my own with Ugo. Just keep him busy. The rest of y'all, if y'all all want to focus Evangeline and try to take her off the board before we, and then we can all team up on Ugo.
My plan was to stay in the back and cast spells where needed. For instance, like that. Regardless, I'm going to try to use the hold person spell on Ugo, just because they don't seem particularly apt to be able to, stop that spell from working. That said, they could surprise me. I'm sure, but yeah, I'm just going to stay in the back, help as needed. Maybe die while we're in there. So we'll figure it out. We got this.
Yeah. If any of you guys need some sort of defense or anything, just like fucking scream help, Micah, whatever, and I'll run over to y'all quick because I'm pretty damn fast. Don't want to brag, but I am.
Yeah. You
fast.
dodge. You go in the street and dodge shit. You are pretty damn fast.
So I can rush over and I can take some hits for you as well. Hey, real quick, Hayden. So I have Relentless Endurance as a race. I think as a barbarian thing.
Yes.
So if that happens, it doesn't count as a death, right? Because it just, instead of going down to below 0, it would reset to 1.
You would not be 100% certain, but they did say when they were explaining the event, they said if you were to drop unconscious.
Okay.
So you can make the reasonable assumption that probably not, but there is no guarantee. You don't know how fast that whatever they gave you would enact, you know?
Okay. Well, I think the wording of it is instead of dropping to 0 HP, you drop to 1 HP instead.
Yep.
Okay.
So you can make the reasonable assumption that yes, you would probably be okay.
Okay.
But there's no 100% guarantee is what I'm telling you. Like your brain can probably say yes, but you won't know for certain until it happens.
I got you.
All right. Well, we at least have a basic plan. I was thinking if I began early enough, perhaps trying to mess with their ability to perceive things with the Dust Devil, but that could also inhibit our capacity to view them as well, particularly you, Archibald. So that depends on what you think.
Do your thing. I mean, really, I trust you. I have spells that can help regardless, At the very least, I can hype up the crowd, get them on our side if, really I can't do anything, because, our opener was pretty dope, so, I'm sure I could...
I am inclined to agree. I do think that our opening was rather dope.
Yes. Tight as shit, if I do say so. But I'm ready to go. I'm with y'all. We've known each other for a short time, but this has been quite a journey, and it's very nice to have friends that I love and count on. I'm gonna put my hands in the center, fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Episode 1 style.
Yeah.
On 3, Candy Mafia?
Yes, I
That's what we
suppose.
went with.
1, 2, 3.
Candy Mafia.
Speaking of which, hey, you popped that candy yet?
The one that you gave me?
Yeah.
I was gonna wait till right before we go on,
Sounds good.
fucking Harry Potter eating the gillyweed before he jumps into the sea.
So as you do this, the doors open, and you see the high elven, yellow-robed figure of Adam Mogus enter, and he says, "The time has come to put you in your places. Please, follow me."
You know what I realized? I should have put one of those gummy bears inside that pepper mixture.
No, that's
I
for
don't know
us.
about that one, but I don't know about that one. There's a lot of wild magic in those bears.
Okay.
As he begins to walk out, Ugo and Evangeline get up and follow him. You all follow, I assume?
Yeah.
I don't know if you just want to be like, fuck it, we're done.
One
But
take
no.
sec.
So he directs and he puts Ugo and Evangeline into one room and then walks you guys for what feels like a long time around what you assume to be the entirety of 180 degrees around this to be the opposite wall. And he puts the 5 of you in a room. He says, You have about 2 to 5 minutes before the event begins. In your last minute preparations, do them now. As he shuts the door, and you guys are alone in another one of these stone chambers. Anything specific you would like to do in these last 5-ish minutes?
I don't know, y'all. Anything specific we would like to do in these last 2 to 5 minutes before the thing starts?
Out
of character, of course.
Yes. I'm going to wait until there's about just a couple seconds before it's about to start, in the last couple seconds, and I will yank on the handle on my shield. A couple of the runes will light up, and it will crackle with electricity, which begins to kind of go around me and then tighten in. I'm casting heroism on myself.
Okay, what does that do?
I'll get 5 temporary hit points at the start of each of my turns. And I have, I think, advantage to being frightened.
Okay. Is it a concentration spell?
Yes,
Okay,
it
cool.
lasts for 1 minute.
Alrighty.
I'm immune to being frightened.
So this will happen. So as you start to get ready to do this, you hear the announcer muffled through the wall. He's saying, "Welcome back, everybody! Are you ready for the final part, the showdown of our spring fling?" Everybody, cheers, stomps. In one side, we have our, so far, first place competitors, Ugo and Evangeline Allsbane. And you hear cheers and cheers and cheers. And over here, we have our second place competitors, the Candy Mafia. And the door open, or the stone in front of you slides open. As the light hits your face and you step out to the crowd. And you see the area you had been beforehand is now a little bit changed. Instead of just being the sandy, dirty arena that you had previously left, there are now a bunch of stones and other debris strewn across the arena, as presumably somebody set this up to be a more interesting arena. In fact, why don't I just show you guys?
Ooh.
Ooh. While Hayden's doing that, I want to say, as we were walking out, that's when I popped the candy and my pupils, fully dilate. Fucking, we got the sugar back in my system, baby.
Yeah, Hayden, what are the stats for Thomas's candy?
Thomas is just
What does he
regular
get?
old candy.
Yeah, the one Monty gave me.
Yeah, well, clearly he's about to get some sort of massive power boost.
So I get
how cool that
inspiration
is.
from eating candy.
From
for the
eating
first time in a
candy
week.
for the first time in a week.
And
I'll
it
give
was
you-
emotionally charged candy.
I will
wasn't
give you
emotionally
an
charged candy.
extra +1 to your initiative.
Okay, that's fair.
Just from
We
that
now have
immediate,
a +1 to initiative.
just from that immediate sugar rush. All right, can everybody see the arena?
Yeah.
Indeed.
So
Logging into 20. Forgive me, but I can see it on Twitch.
we've got the Candy Mafia here on this side. We've got this is Ugo, and this is Evangeline. Again, they're clad in their him in his red and her green, that Hunger Games style tight battle armor. The shimmer has come over her. You watch as you both walk out. The announcer is standing on this rock about here, which is about 3 feet tall. So it comes up to most of your waists. Same for this rock and this rock. And this is just a bunch of, these are debris that you could potentially walk through, but it would be very, very difficult to do so. As you both walk out, you say, "Are you ready for the final showdown?" Boom.
Yeah.
All right. It'll commence in 10 seconds. And then a big illusionary 10 comes over him. 10, 9, as the countdown goes in. You look across the way as Ugo kind of cracks his neck. And you see a little flash of red go across him. And then these, white crystalline structures start to kind of poke out from his armor.
Yeah.
And you swear you see for a second his horns illusionarily get larger and more twisted for just a second, and then they dissipate again as he cracks his neck. And 8, 7, and as this is about when you cast the heroism on yourself, you get your first round of temporary hit points. 6. Anything else?
Dionysus is going to cast Shillelagh on her staff.
You slam it into the ground, and all of the cactus needles pop out and really get big. Evangeline just kind of doing one last look through her spell book before she just clips it into a little side carrier that she has, and she begins to, start swirling a bit of arcane magic in her hands. 5, 4,
I'm gonna go ahead
3.
and activate rage as I'm like fucking.
You want to activate it right? Remember, you're very, very far
Oh,
across,
yeah.
and it will dissipate if you don't attack
In a round? Oh, well,
or
never
attack
mind.
Or get hit within a round.
Never mind.
3, 2, 1, and then he erupts into like a big, he turns into like fireworks as he, as it says, fight! And I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
I'm sorry, how could you not want to fuck him? I can't not fuck him.
Yeah, I agree with Collin. Also, I have a mini cup now when I roll 1 dice.
Hey!
I like putting dice in cups. Oh, fucking hell. Got a natural 1. So
Hey, you got a 2!
So that's a 2. Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go down the list. In between a 20 and a 25. What'd you get?
21.
21. Wow. 15 to 20.
Dice worth better.
Ooh. Oh shit. What is happening?
Uh-oh.
Hold up.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Stream?
No, my computer started freaking out. I apologize. 10 to 15?
Yeah, I got
Alright.
12.
12. Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's better than 0.
5 to 10? 0 to 5? What'd you get?
Well, I actually got a natural 1 to a total of 2. So
Hey,
me
same.
and Tommy, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, between the two of you, who would like to go first?
I think you should, maybe me so I can like soften him up.
Yeah, whatever you feel.
You can knock him down. Yeah, let's go me just in case I hit him with a good hold person and you can get that auto
Alright,
crit.
Thomas, and then Monty. Ugo has also, reached in and pulled out the sword. I forgot to mention that, but I want to make sure everybody knows he has his sword. He's not bare knuckle brawling this.
Why not, coward?
So it starts. We are gonna go ahead and start. The top of the round goes to Dionys.
All right.
You
all
are
right.
very far away. You guys are on opposite sides of the arena. What would you like to do?
Okay, so Dionys is going to move up and stand on top of this rock here. She's going to kind of crawl up on top.
Cool.
And she's going to draw her arms outwards, pulling like the winds from her skirts. And she is going to summon a dust devil right here. Do you see where I'm pressing that?
Click and hold. Yeah, Dust Devil right there.
Yeah.
Using what spell?
Dust devil.
Oh, okay. Cool. Let me hold up. Let me see if I have a little. Oh, that's going to be really hard. We're going to use this little sandbag that I found.
Sandbag
is that the square?
1 over.
1 over.
1 to the right. There you go.
Okay.
Awesome. So, what that's going to do
alrighty.
is that's specifically going to be if they end their turn within 5 feet and make a strength saving throw.
Okay. So you have
Take
5
1d8, yeah.
In turn within 5 feet of the Dust Devil. Okay, cool. And you move in any direction. Cool.
Mm-hmm. And since it's on sand,
yes.
it also forms a 10-foot radius cloud of debris.
Okay, that'll be when you move it. It'll bonus action that moves it. When you move it, it'll pick up that debris that's right next to it. And, yeah.
Cool.
It's
and
not
then,
currently, but when your next turn, when you move it, yes, it'll happen.
Well, I have not used my bonus action yet.
Of course.
I will use my bonus action to move it 1 square upward and 1 square downward, collecting the debris to create a 10-foot.
Okay, so now it's got a 10-foot radius from right there, correct?
Yeah.
All right, 10-foot radius of dust, and like it picks up these like little bits of rock and debris as they're flying out, and Ugo, like, who was about to, like, run in, kind of, stumbles back for a second. Now cautious of what's going on here.
And then so Dionysus then is going to kind of draw her hands downward, but she still has, like, the wind billowing her skirts around her.
Oh, so fucking
Badass start to this.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna go downhill. I know it for a fact. Playing.
Alrighty. Is that it for you?
Yes.
Okay.
That'll be all.
That brings us down to Evangeline goes next. As you watch, instead of walking forward, she floats about 20 feet up into the air. So she is, we're going to give her this to make sure that she is flying about 20 feet up in the air right now. You guys are just messing with all these radius little things, aren't you, now?
Sorry, I was trying to figure out how Clayton was doing that arrow.
You're good.
Is that visible? Sorry.
It is visible. That's A-okay, though. I don't really care. Y'all can, but she floats about 20 feet up into the air. And let's see. 5, 10, 20, 20. She's going to 20 feet up, and then 5, 10, 15, 20 feet over here, as she's just hovering above this area. And she is going to cast a little bit of a spell, if she doesn't mind. If you guys don't mind if she does that.
I kind of mind, but
Yeah, I'd actually rather she didn't.
Oh, that's truly unfortunate.
I love my dangly earrings, but they keep banging up against the headphones, and it just all I hear is like.
Dang.
My suffering is really endless. I don't know if y'all will figure that out yet.
She is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. She is going to, she's floating in the air, swing her fingers, between her two knuckles. She draws a line, and a little bit of pink energy comes, and she pushes her middle finger right through it, as this pink tendril of energy lashes out and goes to hit Dionysus directly in the forehead. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please. Wait.
Oh, good. I'm decent at that.
Wait. Hold up. No, it's an intelligence saving throw. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong spell.
No. I'm not that great at that.
Is she fucking feeble-minding us?
Oh no.
Oh my god. What a fucking start to a fight that would be. That's going to be a 12.
Okay. A 12 does not succeed against her spell save DC. As you take... You take 9 points of psychic damage. You cannot take reactions. And you feel as the pink tendril hits in, you're like, the whole world around you is like slowed, and your brain doesn't connect to your muscles properly. On your next turn, you must choose whether you get a move, an action, or a bonus action.
Bitch. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to roll Constitution, make sure that I keep that spell going.
Yes, please make a concentration check for me.
Yeah, I'm good. I got a 17.
Alrighty. That will then bring... she's going to then float another 5 feet back to finish off her movement. That is going to bring us to Micah. It is your turn.
Yeah, so I think it's just about, I'm gonna run over to the, how do I put that? I'm gonna run over just to like the edge of it. I think it's, I'm sorry, I'm abusing this tool now. Yeah.
It's so fun.
No, that's good. You use that.
I'm gonna be like right on the edge of it and try like take cover behind it for a second because I don't know what else.
Cool. So you're just kind of ducking down. Cool. That'll give you more cover than it normally gives you.
Yeah, and I don't have anything I could throw. Well, I have a javelin, apparently, and a light hammer. If I toss that into the vortex of wind, is that going to add to the debris or no?
I'll say it adds to the debris. I don't know if it'll. I'll roll to see if somebody goes into it. We'll see if something happens with it. But you can certainly just chunk a javelin into this little windstorm.
Okay. Honestly, I should just try to throw a fucking javelin at Evangeline at this point if I'm gonna be doing that, you know. So I'm gonna try that instead. It's got a range of 30 feet, which means
She's 20 feet up in the air as well.
Okay, well, it wouldn't have hit her anyways. So
It has a 60-foot disadvantage range.
yeah.
So I'm assuming that's basically close enough that you can throw it with disadvantage if you'd like.
Yeah.
Hey Alex, what you doing there, buddy?
Sorry, I'm just playing around.
It's okay.
I'm a fidgety boy, and this arrow tool is like my fucking dream.
No.
Okay.
It's okay.
I'm gonna try it then.
Okay, go ahead and roll with disadvantage.
2 10s.
2 10s, so what is that total?
No, that's just 10.
Oh.
Out of both rolls, I got 2 10s.
Okay, cool. That does not hit. You throw it at her, and it comes up just a little bit short. It doesn't even get close enough for her to have to put an effort into dodging.
It doesn't hit anyone in the stands, does it?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't even get close.
Okay, well, all right.
There's probably like magic for that anyway.
Probably. You would assume as much.
I would love if there wasn't,
It's
honestly.
a final challenge, guys. You have to take out everyone
We have to
watching.
kill the whole audience.
All right.
It's like this Kingsman. Fuck.
Is that it for you, Micah?
Yeah, that'll be it.
All right. That's going to bring us to Ugo's turn. Ugo is going to... He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to move there, avoiding the spinning cyclone of debris. And he's going to take the... Let me double check he can do this. I apologize. These are bosses that have a lot of abilities. Oh wait, he's going to he flips his sword, so he's holding it in the back, and then he kind of holds up his fist and goes 1, 2, and you see these little orbs of they seem to be like moving the air around them without ever materializing, and he points them both at you, Monty, as these 2 beams come shooting right at you. He's gonna go ahead and he's casting a spell, and he's going to a spell none of you recognize. And he's gonna make 2 attacks against you. That is a... Both are over 20.
What are they though?
One of them, the lower one is a... hold up, let me double check.
I am asking for a reason, not just to be.
The lower one is a 25.
Well, never mind.
And the other one is a 28.
Okay.
So you're going to go ahead and take a little bit of damage.
Oh, yikes.
You take 6 points of force damage. As they both pop
Total?
in. Yes, total.
Okay, that's not bad.
As they both pop into you, and you feel like they hit you and then wrap around your back, and they pull you 10 feet closer to him.
Oh no.
Oh, that just makes me easier.
Okay.
And then
I
headed
know
his
who
way
this
anyway.
boy is.
Then he flips the sword back around and kind of spins it in his hand. And you are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, cool. Then he's just going to kind of, gesture you towards him. And that ends his turn.
Hey, I'm gonna be right back.
Thomas, it is your turn.
Very Very, very cool. Hayden, if I move down over here, will I have cover? Or half cover?
You'll have partial cover.
Okay, cool. If I like am on top of it or like right here, like around it, do I still have that cover or do I have to stay behind?
It depends on line of sight.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. The only place you can stand on is where Dionysus, so you can't get on top of it, but if you wanted to, I mean, technically you could get on top of it right there, it would just be tight. But yeah, so you could have partial cover depending on where you're standing.
Okay.
You would assume probably not from Evangeline, though, because she is flying.
Okay. I still want to stay in the partial cover, I suppose.
Okay.
And that doesn't affect if I attack, right?
That is correct. You're tall enough that, like, the part that you're casting from, you're going over the cover.
Okay,
but
cool.
you are directly behind Dionysus is directly in your way, so that's going to cause that would give a little bit of cover. If you wanted to move, you can still move, attack, and then move back into cover if you'd like.
Okay. I can hit. Can I try to hit? I'm gonna use a cantrip this turn. I want to try to hit Evangeline with a firebolt.
She would have partial cover from where you're standing right now.
Oh, so
if you move,
can I do anything about that?
If you move to like right here, she wouldn't have partial cover.
And
Okay,
then
yeah,
you can move back and hide behind me.
Sounds perfect.
And then you can move back after you do that. Okay, so go ahead and roll to hit.
Sweet. We got a 9 over here.
A 9. A 9 does not hit.
Yeah.
You fling it at her, and she just kind of hovers down as it just goes over her head, and it flies, and it's heading towards the audience. And you see like a couple of like the front rowers like get really wide-eyed for a second as it hits right in front of them and explodes against an arcane wall.
Ooh.
As in people are cheering. You also, as you kind of watch it go, you do look up and notice that like there is a illusionary version of your battle over your heads that is much larger for the people that are not directly close to you.
Also, Hayden.
Yes.
This is a cheesy little question.
Yes.
For my shenanigans.
Yes.
Is there a world where we get inspiration if we roll really good on hyping up the crowd? Like, can I use a bonus action to like really get them rooting for us, or is that just like would that just be?
So the crowd is really, really large. You would if you wanted the entire crowd to hear something you said, that would be a challenge.
Well, I just want to like get them like
if you want to like
motions,
do
yeah.
that, you go ahead
get
and
them cheering for us.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Here comes that nat 20. Here comes that nat 20.
Boom! That's a 19, so we're right there.
Yeah, you get like a bunch of people like cheering. They're not necessarily like screaming "Candy Mafia," but they are cheering after you swing, and like everybody's kind of like, "Oh, we missed," but then you're like, "Yeah!" and everyone's like, "Yeah!" Are you moving back behind cover?
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
All right, that brings us. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right, that brings us to Monty.
All right. I'm going to use the ruler because it is kind of hard to. Let's see. Okay. So yeah,
that would actually, if you're going through the
I think
debris, it is difficult terrain.
But I think I can just diagonal the rest of it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
30. Yeah, 30. You can get to here.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh my god, you guys have too much
I feel
power.
like I'm going insane.
It's a lightsaber fight.
Try to keep that try to keep that only onto your turns, please.
Can I keep doing the thing I was doing where I was like turning it red so it was my firebolt? Be like,
on your turns, yes. But we just want to make sure. I'll look in to see if we can maybe change that around so only you guys see that.
I can put it on hide from others, so
okay.
I'll do that as I play around.
Yes, please.
So I'll go there.
Oh, I can still see it. which is
I can't,
which is
I
a
can't.
problem because it's streaming from mine. Just try to just keep it.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
yours.
okay,
We'll look
okay.
into stuff.
Yeah,
Don't worry
that's
about it.
okay. That's fine.
Monty, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go there for my action. I would like to hold my action to attack him if he enters my rage.
Okay.
Range, not rage.
If he enters our rage.
If he's a barbarian, I would like to hurt him. If not, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Buddy, though, is gonna dash to get right there.
Okay. He could full dash and get engaged. He has a movement of 40 feet, right?
Yes,
Do you
he's
want to-
not going to
okay,
engage, though. He's going to stay right there.
Alrighty.
And yeah, I'm holding my action to swing at him, so that will be it for me.
Okay. That moves us on to Dionys.
So Dionys is obviously still reeling from this, but she knows that she's got this Dust Devil going. She's got a good thing going, and she's not giving up on it just yet. So she is going to move it over to. Oh, can I not move the Dust Devil myself?
Yeah, just give me where. Just give me where you want it to move. And
no worries. Let me try. Not there. Oh shoot! I'm not trying to draw something. I'm sorry. How do I get the
ruler?
Here, let me actually. I'll give you the permissions to move it. Hold up.
Thank you. I apologize.
It's okay. There you go. Should be able to move it now.
Okay, rad.
So you're choosing to use your bonus action, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And she's going to move it right here, so that way it is in the range. Can you see the thing that I'm highlighting?
I cannot, but I have the radius.
Never mind.
I can see the radius in my head.
Perfect. So it's it's just avoiding Monty and Buddy.
Yes.
And Micah, but it is getting into the face of Ugo.
And it's just if it ends its turn there, correct?
It's just he only takes damage if he ends his turn there, but he is currently in.
Yeah, so he'll
space.
have to move after. He'll have to move out of it. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it's heavily obscured. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
What's up?
Go ahead. I was gonna ask if I make another saving throw, but.
That is. Let me double check that it's. I believe it's just a one. It's a one-time thing.
I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, it's just you can't take, and then on your next turn, so it's not a persisting thing.
Even better. Thank you.
Okay. So as you finish this up, you kind of see the illusionary announcer appear for a second and just go, "Now shit gets crazy!" I need somebody to roll a d8 for me.
Oh, shit.
I'll roll a d8.
Okay.
On initiative count 20, yes, please. Roll a d8 for me.
Oh, got a 3.
A 3?
Yeah.
Okay. As this happens, you see this like blue glow go across the middle of the arena and make an X. And this then blue opaque, no, not opaque. Opaque means you can't see through it, right?
Yeah.
This blue opaque wall comes across, making an X with itself, and then shoots up about like up to the skies, up to the illusion part, making this walling a lot of you off as it goes between. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I'm in. As it goes here. And
God damn it.
Here.
Oh no,
And
buddy.
then
Oh no.
Oh no! What the fuck?
Like
You're a monster.
They're in the first Star Wars.
And-
episode.
and- The debris is now slamming into this wall. Let me make sure that actually goes the way it's intended. Let me double check what the 3 does. Yeah, alright, cool. That is the way it's intended to go. As, you know, Ugo kind of is... Well, actually, you guys can't see Ugo anymore.
Oh shit.
You can all
But
see
Ugo
each other.
can see.
Yeah, buddy.
No, well, I just mean in general, he can see. My whole heavily obscured fucked over.
Yeah.
Love this.
That moves us on to Evangeline. So she kind of like looks over and is, just mutters under her own breath. And then,
Mr. Hartrick?
Yes, what's up?
So can we see? Does it look like Dionysus's spell is able to penetrate the wall?
No.
Or does it look like
the debris is hitting against the wall?
Okay.
It seems that whatever this arcane force is dividing all of you, and you can't even see through it.
Monty!
Evangeline is gonna fly.
Dead.
She's gonna go. Oh shit! I'm still on draw. Whoops! Sorry, y'all. She's gonna fly 5, 10, 15, 20. Actually, no. She was right here, correct?
Were you coughing in character?
No.
Oh.
That was
He's really committed. There's a lot of dust. Evangeline's coughing.
That was Ugo trying to cough out all the dust.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought that was Alex coughing in his old man voice. Hayden, you cough like an old man.
She's going. Yes, I do. She's going to fly. Right up to right here. Just hovering above and look at. She's going to look at Micah, with his weapons drawn and stuff, and she just snaps at you, and she is going to cast a 4th level spell.
Oh.
Of course.
Okay, I'm barely 4th level. If she's popping 4th level spells on me.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Charisma? I have none of that. Fuck. Okay.
Is she about to banish this motherfucker?
You gotta seduce.
That's a
Is that 4th level?
That's a little bit
17.
more.
Yeah.
You might have actually passed.
Okay.
17 just passes.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You watch as
yeah.
she snaps and like arcane glitter pops out from her hand for a second, and you see Micah standing there getting his weapon ready, flickers out of existence for a second, and then comes back.
Where was I for half a second?
Well, you didn't really notice it. It was really just like a. There wasn't enough time to really perceive. You just saw darkness for like half a second, and then you were blinking.
Did she try to cast banishment or something on me?
And then she is going to
Seems like it.
kind of defensively go back another 5.
Nice try.
And just kind of still hovering in the air.
Still 20 feet above, right?
Still 20 feet above.
Okay.
That moves us on to Micah. It is your turn.
Yeah, give me just a second. I need to figure out what my jump height is. How do you figure that out?
Your jump height, your standing jump height, I believe is. Gosh, you're asking me about jump height? Hold on.
Yeah.
Give me.
Micah has a 20-foot vertical, y'all.
I know that there's rules for it. I don't remember them off. I know your long jump is. Your high jump is 3 plus your strength modifier. If you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump.
Okay. Give me just a second. Okay, 3 plus my strength. So that would be 5 with the long jump. And if I use a key point for Step in the Wind, I could be doubled to 20 feet. So I can do a 20-foot vertical. If I stand on top of this middle rock and then I start running towards her, that'll cover at least like 5. How many feet would that be? Like 3?
5, 10. You could 5, 10 and do a whole vertical jump. It will require an athletics check to see if you can, if you're going to have disadvantage on the strike because you might not get all the way up. You won't get to get. Wait, you don't have multi-attack yet. Never mind.
Okay.
You'll only be able to get one attack off in the air, but you've already used your bonus action for Step of the Wind.
Okay, just trying to visualize this. Will I be able to like reach up, or am I only going to be able to touch her if like I bring out my glaive?
The glaive will definitely help with that. But this is to see if you can get close enough that like a full power strike will be able to really, really hit her. That depends on your athletics check on if you're level to level with her, or if you're and whatever happens, you are going to take fall damage because you're going to be falling about 25 feet.
I think. Let me
double check if Step of the Wind does.
Monk has something with
Monk has slow fall, but slow fall doesn't come till later in the chat.
Okay, give me just a second.
Oh, the chat pulled up. What am I missing?
Wind. Oh God.
What you doing, Micah? You got.
I'm gonna do this.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
take fall damage.
So I need an athletics check from you, please.
Okay. That's a. Oh God. Athletics.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 11.
An 11. Okay, you get up to her. Just like you're almost there. Enough to make. She'll be within your range, but you will have disadvantage on the strike. You can go reckless if you'd like. Wait, do you have reckless attack, correct?
I do, yeah.
Okay, you can go reckless if you'd like, to get advantage on that.
Okay.
So it'll just become a straight roll.
Yeah, I'll do that. I kind of just want to grab onto her, like her leg or something, and just like fucking distract her enough so that you guys can get some good hits in her.
Oh, you want to try to grapple her?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, go ahead and make an athletics check. She's going to make her acrobatics check with advantage.
Okay. There's no way I could go into rage before I do this, right?
You had to use your bonus action to Step of the Wind.
Okay. So that's a athletics.
Athletics check for me, please.
I'm gonna use it in D&D Beyond for this. Right. That's an 8.
Yeah, so you use your action as you jump up and you get right in there as you grab onto her foot, and you have like a grip on her for a second, but your momentum is just a little bit too much as she moves her foot with you, and you kind of slip off and you fall 20 feet to the ground.
Micah!
You take, oh Jesus Christ, you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage. As you slam face first into the arcane wall, and then you fall back down onto the ground.
Fuck, am I prone as well?
Make another athletics check for me to see if you can land on your feet.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a 14?
14, that's enough. You land on your feet. As you poof, poof, and you kind of catch yourself and poof.
Okay, where is Micah after that?
Micah will be
right
here.
Can Dionysus use her bonus action to go, yeah, and try to get the crowd
The crowd loved that. That was a really cool move. The crowd is fucking going wild.
So did I, like, in the process of grabbing her foot or whatever, bring her down at all or, like, do anything? Did I, like, move her at all in the process?
You didn't get a good enough grip for her to do that.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Alrighty.
I will say Dionysus yells out, "It's a good idea."
It was a good idea. Just you got very close to getting there. That in your turn, Micah?
Yeah, that ends my turn.
All right, Ugo. It's Ugo's turn. Buddy, he's just gonna walk up to Buddy and just take his sword and boom, boom, take 2 slices at Buddy. Is the first one going to be at disadvantage?
The first one will be at disadvantage.
Alrighty. That's a natural 1, so the first one misses.
That's good.
The second one I'm going to use that first, is also a natural 1.
Buddy's untouchable.
Yeah, Buddy just kind of like he just kind of steps like in time with Ugo's slices. He steps back, and as you actually no, none of you see this. Does you know what Buddy sees?
I don't think I have that. I think I can still command him, but I don't think I can see what he sees. I'll look up.
Okay, cool. Boom. That brings us to.
The plot twist is we've been holding Buddy back.
Yeah, Buddy's a god.
Buddy's about to ascend without me.
Thomas, it is your turn.
Okay.
We're like those shackles on broccoli or whatever.
All right. Can I move like? Oh, what's those order? Move like down here or here-ish, anywhere where I don't.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. I wanna do the same thing. Like, do a spell, go back and cover.
Okay.
Good
What
deal.
what spell are you casting?
I don't feel good about it, but I'm gonna do Scorching Ray.
As you draw this energy and you push it out towards her, she kind of like looks at you and puts her hand up, and no arcane energy comes out.
I wrote this down because I am a goddamn soothsayer. So yeah, I called that.
I'm gonna
one.
get countered spelled. It's
Reversed for us, but it's,
I reversed it on purpose because I thought it was gonna fucking.
no, I see it. Yeah.
That's hilarious. So I was a sleuth enough to call it, but not enough to put it in a route that is legible.
Yes, so that very familiar feeling of your arcane like not coming out happens, and she casts counterspell. As this happens, you see like almost this little bubble around her shimmer for a second.
Can I use my bonus action to like see that shit and then go like boo, like get the crowd to be like, that's so fucking lame?
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. Because the crowd fucking loves it. Like, they saw, like, the little, like...
Okay.
Because, you know, you were drawing arcane energy, like, around you, through your rings. Getting ready, and then...
Take the
Jeff,
hit.
you seeing this?
Yeah.
Fuck. I got a 12.
The crowd is cheering still. They don't really seem to pay attention.
Okay.
All right.
Sheeple.
Is that it for you, Thomas?
Yeah, I think that's all I can do, yeah.
Monty, what are you doing? You're by yourself.
So if I poke my sword at the wall, anything?
The arcane energy resists your sword.
All right. So I just want to point out this is fully the Phantom Menace. This is fully like there's a force field up between us. I'm like pacing back and forth, just like waiting as Buddy takes on the bad guy on himself. Also, a red villain using a mystical sword.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Brett brought it up earlier, but now it's like really Phantom.
Is that it for you?
No. So
Hayden's like, oh, so you're using your turn to critique my gameplay, huh?
Yeah. That takes your action, so...
So no actions from me. I don't suppose I could hold an action to move and attack. I mean,
you cannot hold an action to move. You could hold your action to dash, or you could hold your action to attack.
I guess because my crossbow is not magical today, so I mean that would be basically pointless. So I'm going to I'm gonna hold an action to attack if he enters my range again.
Very well.
And I did look it up, Buddy. If I'm incapacitated, Buddy can take actions on his own.
Okay.
So I would think, would he be able to attack right now? It doesn't state what happens if I can't like see him.
I would assume that you would probably have enough if you want to use your bonus action to be like, hey, fight back. That's enough of a command because you know that he was within that wall when it came up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do that then. I'm kind of worried that he's gonna have a massive armor of Agathis on and just completely obliterate Buddy. But
Buddy is at full health, correct?
Buddy is at full health.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit then.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits. How much roll damage?
10 damage.
10
max
damage?
baby.
Oh yeah. 10. Does it not get any pluses, or is it just 1d10?
It's a D8 plus 2.
Okay, cool. So he takes 10 points of as Buddy's
force damage.
fist goes in and hits Ugo in the chest as he and then
Buddy's kind of kicking his ass. He's solo in this.
a bunch of that armor that he had, the little ice picks that just shoot out, and Buddy takes 25 points of cold damage.
Oh, does he? I thought you were fucking with
thought.
us. Oh man, I thought that was a
As
joke.
Buddy
Like,
just
haha.
That's so much damage. If I'm being honest with you.
His head, like, isn't that another comparison, Carlo?
No, there's no spikes on his head. It's on his armor.
Oh, okay, that's totally different.
It's totally different. It's not It's not. Ah, fuck! I almost said Palpatine. Fuck
Only
you!
the best scene out of
Oh,
okay.
that's brutal. That's unfortunate.
Dionys, it is your turn.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm so glad Dionys didn't have to see that. So, what Dionys is going to do, because she had thought Micah had a good plan, so she's going to run forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and she is going to cast Thorn Whip, and she is going to attack Evangeline.
And that has enough of a radius?
Oh yeah,
Or a range?
Thorn Whip, 30 feet.
30 feet. There you go. Go ahead and roll the hit.
And now I do have a question, provided this hits.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, baby. So that's going to be a 16 plus my spell casting attack, which is a plus 6, so 22.
16 just hit. 22 definitely hits. You said this is Thorn Whip?
Yes, so that's automatically going to go. Oh, okay. So what I want to do.
Yeah, so you'll pull her down 10 feet if you would like.
That's absolutely what I want to do.
And
And
she takes 1d6 piercing damage.
so what I want to do is normally, like, it just disappears after that, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm wondering if you would be willing to let me drop the Dust Devil and forego damage to just hold that Thorn Whip in place.
Make a wisdom check for me. So you're trying to attempt to grapple her with this thorn. I like it. It's an interesting strategy.
Yeah. I want to essentially grapple her. I mean, at the very least, to give Micah another chance to take her down.
So regardless, yeah.
That's a 6.
6.
For my wisdom saving throw.
Well, she rolled a 6 for her acrobatics check. So it does hold her in place. As you kind of, you see like you shoot it out from your
Yeah, she kind of like pulls it up from the ground.
Yeah, and it flies up and wraps around Evangeline's foot and yanks her down. As you see, the thorns seem to be not piercing her skin, but piercing this little ward so they're not like pushing into her skin, but it pulls her down, and she tries to pull her foot out, but it tightens around, and you feel like the arcane energy dissipating, and you just kind of close, and you drop the Dust Devil, and then focus on this, and it re-solidifies and holds her. Is that it for you?
That's all I got.
All right. As you finish up.
Oh wait! Actually, no. I'm so sorry. I'm also going to go ahead and, like, as she spins to a stop, she's going to use the last remaining winds from her skirts to cast Balm of the Summer Court on
cool.
Micah.
Give Micah, it's, what is it, 2d6?
1d6.
Okay.
Plus,
he gets...
yeah, so you'll get 5 hit points back and 1 temporary hit point.
Cool.
Woo! As you do that, you see the arcane wall disappears, and the whole battlefield is there again. I need somebody to roll another d8 for me, please.
Oh God.
I don't like this last one, so someone else do it.
I'll do it.
You got this.
3.
That's a 5.
A 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh God.
Very similar to what just happened with Dionys' Thorn Whip. you pull it out and it wraps around, and then around all of you, you see ropes shoot out of the ground around every single combatant and try to wrap around you. I need everybody to make a strength saving throw for me, please.
Strength.
God damn it! If I am once again prevented from touching this guy.
You're like, I just want to touch him.
So that's a 23 from Micah.
A 23 from Micah.
This is the highest I've ever rolled, I think.
Micah passes.
Okay.
18 from Monty.
Monty passes. What about Buddy?
Fucking.
Oh no.
Oh shit! Where is stats? I'll get back to you. Probably doesn't pass though.
Got a 7.
A 7. You do not pass.
Yeah, I figured.
What about you, Thomas?
I did not pass.
You did not pass?
No.
What do you mean the spellcasters don't have high strength?
Well, lucky for you, Ugo also didn't pass.
Hell yeah.
Are they pulled down to earth?
Buddy
No, that's
is-
Ugo. That's not Evangeline. Sorry.
Evangeline, the ropes don't come out. She's not on the ground, so it doesn't affect her.
Yeah, that checks out.
But, Buddy, what did Buddy get?
13.
Okay, so Buddy does not pass. So Buddy, Dionys, and Thomas are now restrained.
So
As you're all, like, pulled, and these ropes, like, are pulling your arms out.
Restraint.
Yes.
as that happens,
Oh.
Dionys is going to say to Evangeline, "Does this make us all triplets now?"
Okay.
Because now she's tied up and we're tied up.
Everybody's
No, I
tied.
loved it. That was awesome.
Thank you, Alex.
Yeah, I'll let you say, like, you're still holding that that thing, but yeah. All right. All right. That moves us on to Evangeline. She is flying. She is just going to try to escape your grapple. So I need another wisdom check from you, please.
Okay. Let's hope I'm a bit wiser this time. Not much. 12.
She got a 19. So she kicks off of your thing, and she's going to fly 5, 10, 15, 20 feet back, and another 10 feet up. So she's back to 20 feet in the air.
I'll take a wasted action.
Yeah, but she can't cast spells this turn. So she's just going to kind of float back and, kind of re-steady herself. Micah, that is your turn. You shove these ropes off. What are you doing?
It was a good idea, to be honest. I think my attention, my abilities and skill set would probably be best put somewhere else. And I'm gonna go ahead and just take my entire move action to get over to Ugo.
Ugo? Okay, cool. So that's your action to dash, or are you using Step of the Wind to get over there?
Well, I have 40 feet by itself.
Oh, you have 40 feet? Oh, all right, cool. You just boom, 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 boom across the entire battlefield as Ugo kind of like really wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
And you're on it now.
Oh, Monty didn't see what happened, so never mind.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and enter rage,
Okay. Bonus action rage, yep.
and then I'm just trying to try and give it my all with my glaive.
All right,
on this
are
guy.
you doing reckless or are you just doing regular?
I'm just gonna do regular.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit for me.
Okay. That's a 6.
A 6 does not hit. That's 6 after modifiers?
Yeah, 6 after modifiers.
All right. You swing down with your glaive as he just kind of dodges out of the way.
I'm not using D&D Beyond's dice roll.
Is that it for you? That's bonus action. What else you got?
Action, bonus action. That should be it. Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck.
That may have just saved your life, so don't sweat it too much.
All right.
Thomas, it is your turn.
Alrighty. I want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You
Do I have
are
a little-
restrained.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, so you'd have.
How do I not that?
You have to use your action to try to escape.
Oh, I would love to do that.
Go ahead and make another strength saving throw for me, please.
Yay. I got a 10.
A 10. You pull and you try to push against these ropes, and they do not budge.
Okay. I think that's all I can do, right? Because I can't move.
Yeah, you can't move.
Yeah.
If you have a bonus action.
I guess I'm gonna do like the Degeneration X suck it motion to try to hype up the crowd, but that's
crowd is pretty hyped as is.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
I mean, the ropes are like pulling against you, so it doesn't really. You kind of go like this. It's
I can't really like get it. Yeah. Can I do a strength check, not to escape, but to successfully hit?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a strength check for me.
That's a 12. So
Well, nope.
than
Still nothing.
break
All
it
right.
down, suck it. Oh.
Monty,
Okay.
you definitely know that Buddy just got like hit by something. You see like there are
I can tell he's hurt.
Scrapes through his armor.
Did Ugo use his action? Did he break free or did he try to break free?
He goes. Fuck.
Oh, I suck. I'm the worst.
I forgot about Ugo.
God damn it.
So Ugo is restrained. He is going to use his action to attempt to escape. That is he passes. So he kind of takes his sword and positions it and as he's pushing, cuts the ropes and breaks out, and he's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 back this way. If Buddy or Micah would like an attack of opportunity, they can take it.
Would they like an attack? Hayden, I do have a question, and I know this was back a little bit, but doesn't that mean that Micah would have gotten advantage on that attack against him?
That is true. Micah, just check for advantage real quick. Thank you for remembering that.
All advantage, you mean?
Yeah, roll one more time. See if you got higher than your last thing on that.
That would be a 16.
A 16 actually does hit. So go ahead and roll your damage.
So the attack from earlier would do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 1d10 plus 2, which will be 12.
12
Fuck.
max damage. All right.
Yeah.
You slice through and you get like almost all of these ice crystals across as you slice in, and you pull basically all of them onto your glade. There's still just like a couple left, and then they explode right into your face, and you take 25 points of cold damage.
Are you still up?
Yeah. That's
They just cut across your face, and there's like a gash in your cheek now.
I'm at 12. No, 7 right now.
Then on his turn, he will be moving away. Would any of you like to take there are still some ice crystals on him. Would anybody
You're
like to
really
take an
selling
attack of
it. You're
opportunity?
really selling it, Hayden.
No, thank you, Hayden. I think
Okay.
I'm all right.
All right.
Fuck.
All right. That brings us on to
I'm sorry.
Monty.
All right. I see the crystals and I will not let it go. I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to right here. I have my 5 temporary hit points.
Cool.
I'll go ahead and take a little attack-see at him with my sword.
With your melee weapon?
With my melee weapon, Hayden Hartrick.
Okay.
That's all I have right now, and that's the most use I'm gonna be. Fucking 26.
26 hits.
Sure thing. And forgot how much damage I do. 12 magical slashing damage.
Okay. Alrighty. You take and you cut through these last bits of ice, and then you kind of cut across in just cut through a little bit of this armor as you actually strike into flesh now, and you take 25 points of cold damage.
And I'm gonna absorb elements.
Okay. So you gain resistance to this damage.
Yeah, I pull another lever on my shield, and a lot of the cold is sucked into my shield, kind of like rustles up through my sleeves, and then coalesces on the other side out up into my sword.
Okay. So you only take 12 points of cold damage?
Yes. And then, what's 12 minus 5?
12
7.
minus 5, 7. So you take 7. There you go. That's how you do it. As this armor is gone, and yeah.
So his armor gone, and I don't have to worry about taking more cold damage.
As far as you know.
Correct.
Love that.
And Buddy is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to come get right here. He's going to use his action to do a little bit of repair.
Okay.
And he'll get another 2d8 plus 2 hit points back.
Perfect.
Fuck yes, baby. He'll go, he'll get 16 hit points from that.
Yeah.
Perfect. He gets 16 hit points. You watch as he kind of comes up and just takes, and his magical core glows, and the armor just kind of reforms itself a little bit as he's now raring to go again.
Does he have a little like repair welder, like bastion or whatever? Or...
Yes, it looks like I think I've described it before as it looks like there's like a welding tool inside of him, like
love that,
spraying his stuff together.
All right, is that it for you?
That is it for me.
Dionys, it is your turn. You are still restrained.
Dionys is going to delay her turn until the ropes drop.
Okay. By the way, Buddy was restrained.
Oh.
So
he's gonna
he can either not have moved and still repaired, or
he's gonna stay right where he was and repair.
You're holding your action, Dionys?
Yeah, because she can't hold her whole turn, can she?
No, she can only hold her action, and I need a parameter for what you want to happen. Are you just waiting? When the rope drops, you are going to do what?
So, when the rope drops, Dionys is going to use her wild shape.
Okay, perfect.
Or I guess you could use it.
What are you doing?
She's gonna use her wild shape when the ropes drop.
Okay, as soon as you're kind of waiting, and as soon as after the end of your turn, all of the ropes disappear from existence. Before the D8 is rolled, you do get your wild shape off. What are you wild shaping into?
Cool. So she is turning into a black bear.
Black bear. Okay.
She is this time. As soon as like the rope's free,
make her big.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think it's medium.
Medium. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You're a black bear.
I like that you went big.
Yeah.
No. So yeah. Again, it's the same old. She uses she kind of draws her ribbons back, and it wraps around her this glowing light. And then whenever she reappears, she's a big old black bear. Kind of. Where are sun bears from? She's not a sun bear. I was thinking that would be kind of funny, but she's not a sun bear. And she's just got little ribbons sticking right out behind her ear still. And she is raring to go.
All right. I need somebody to roll a D8 for me, please.
Someone else do it. These two have sucked.
I'll take this one. I think they're all going to be bad, but hopefully...
It heals all the worst people.
It's an 8.
I need you to roll 2D8 for me. You rolled the double effect roll.
Fuck off. Are you kidding me?
I don't
That's awesome.
Hayden, we're going to have a talk after this. It's a 6 and a 2.
6 and a 2. Okay.
Yeah.
New ones. I love this.
I need you to roll one more D8 for me, please. Hold up. Give me just before you roll it. Give me just a second.
Hayden woke up this morning and chose violence.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll it.
That will be a 7.
Oh, are you fucking serious? That is like one of the...
I guess.
Okay. You watch, and what was the other one? It was a 2 and a 6 for your first one?
2 and a
6 and 7.
And then 7.
You see the blue energy goes about to form another wall. But as you do this, you see a little bit of light glow around Ugo for a second. as his wounds completely heal.
All right, Ugo.
I think that's probably what the 7 was. I think we all have a number value, and I rolled to get Ugo healed.
Okay.
Of all people.
And
God
then
damn it.
the walls form, cutting the arena like this. And then
that's a little more my speed, baby.
everybody
God damn
is
it,
divided. You rolled the plus sign wall. And it you are all divided again. Ugo healed a little bit.
Okay, Brett, I'm living for that. But also, I thought you would like put the thing in front of your camera as like, here's what it looks like now.
No.
So, question: Is there one of the library things recording around us?
You don't see one recording around you. It seems like that was maybe just, but there is the illusion above you.
Right. Well, Dionysus just looks at the audience then, like.
All right.
As much as a bear can.
Okay.
Can I give the help action to that?
Okay, you help her look. From across the map, you know, pull her head to look at the audience.
Mage hand.
It goes on to Evangeline's turn. She's going to. Oh fucking hell! I keep forgetting to go out of the draw. She is actually going to float down, and she's just going to extend her hands towards you, Dionysus, and she just goes. And I need you to make a.
By the way, did the vines drop?
The ropes are
the
gone.
ropes
Yes.
dropped.
Oh, okay. Oh, they're vines. My bad.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please, with the bear's dexterity.
Yeah. This bear form was a bad call. It's a 7.
7 does not pass.
I'm shocked.
As she hits the ground, she's now walking again. But you do see that a green ball wraps around Dionysus in her bear form and is just totally encompassing you as you were just kind of like in a hamster ball, just kind of rolling around, and you can't really move and you can't really interact with anything.
I'm ecstatic though. This is actually kind of a dream of Dionysus's.
Yeah, so now you're just like, you can't move the sphere yourself. You're just kind of floating inside of it. As you are now in a sphere. Alright.
This is brutal.
I said it was going to be a hard fight. That brings us to Micah. It's your turn. You and Buddy are just kind of here.
Gotcha.
Attack, Buddy.
Yeah, so we never got those little gummy bears from
No, you each have a gummy bear on your person.
You each have one of the gummy bears.
I'm gonna eat one.
Oh, hell yeah!
I'm gonna eat one.
You
Fuck
pop
it.
out
I'm
a
nervous
gummy
because
bear?
you're behind a magical wall.
I know, but I got Buddy at least.
I need you to roll a D100 for me, please.
Okay. Are you
Oh,
using wild
man.
magic table?
I am using. I got it right here. I got my table right here, so we're gonna.
Okay. That's
Hayden's
what
just been waiting. He's been waiting for this.
Okay. Okay, that is 64. So close.
64. Okay.
Took me a second.
Oh my god.
I
Hold
type of man.
Okay, well, I'm gonna find this now.
64. You cast fog cloud centered on yourself.
Okay.
So the entire like area around you, this 20-foot radius sphere of fog, just like you take it and you crunch down, and just fog pours from your mouth and just fills this 20-foot radius sphere.
Oh shit, that's a big ass cloud.
Fog cloud is really big.
Oh, but it doesn't go through the walls.
Yeah.
I think. At
It,
least the
well, it
dust
does not
didn't,
go.
maybe.
It does not go through the walls as they are right now. So we're gonna go ahead and how do I make it a different shape? We're gonna just go ahead and 20-foot radius sphere. This is fucking hell. Drawing circles with a mouse is so hard.
Yeah.
Isn't there a shape drawer?
Actually, if Micah clicks on their own icon,
Yeah.
and then you hit the little setting wheel, it's going to pull up token settings. Scroll down to the bottom, and there's an aura thing. Yeah, and you can just turn on aura radius to 20 feet.
Oh, okay,
Perfect.
cool.
So when the walls go down, the fog will fill out to that area.
Okay.
Okay. That's what you get from that. That was your bonus action. You need to attack again to maintain your rage.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna do just that.
Who are you attacking?
The guy with my glaive. Ugo.
You
Ugo.
can't get to Ugo.
Where is he?
Ugo is on the other side of this wall.
You might need to refresh, Brett.
I think I do. Yeah. Wait. God, I'm sorry. I didn't.
I'll let you
Take
attack.
back
I'll
the
let you.
gummy.
I'll let you attack if you would. I mean, you can. If you have a different plan, but you can just attack the stone if you'd like.
Yeah, I just fucking hit a brick.
Yeah, cool. They just to
Hell
maintain
yeah.
the rage. I'll allow it. I don't. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
cool.
I'm gonna do just that.
It is Ugo's turn.
Okay.
Ugo can't do anything. He's just gonna move. He's gonna stay exactly where he is. Thomas, it is your turn.
All right. Okay. So can I go on here? Like, can I do that, or is that like too?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, cool.
You
One,
have enough movement to
two,
safely do that. You,
3, 4.
that would be difficult. It
5.
would be 5, 10 up to it. It would take double movement to get on top of there.
I'm just trying to get over here. Can I do
so
that?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, just barely.
And does this give me line of sight, or is that like on the
line of sight.
rock?
You got line of sight.
All right. Well,
Actually, the orb is in Dionysus' space. No magic can pass through the orb, so you can't hit her.
if I do a pocket of safety, am I able to get
Yeah.
around that or no? Okay. I don't even.
I mean, it depends on what spell you're casting. A line spell
Yeah,
won't get through it,
exactly.
but a targeted
Exactly.
spell could. I could say it would go above.
I think it's 15 feet. I really wanted to cast Hold Person.
You could target her with hold person.
Well, no, I want to do it on Ugo because.
Do you want to hold your action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I?
You
I
can
don't
hold
know
your
if I. Can I hold my action until the walls go away?
And at that point, you'll cast hold person on Ugo.
On Ugo, yeah.
Very well.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Monty, it is your turn.
So the first time I was Obi-Wan Kenobi, pacing angrily, waiting for the fight. This time I am Qui-Gon Jinn. I am holding my sword. I am in ready position, steadily waiting to attack Ugo.
Okay.
And Buddy, so I'm gonna hold my action.
Yeah.
of
Yes,
course,
I
to
got.
attack.
Yeah.
Buddy's going to come up to the corner of the walls.
You knocked your mic out. I'm assuming
How about now?
hold. Yeah, there you go.
He's not going to hold his action to attack. Instead, he's going to, because I assume he can't fucking see, right?
Correct.
So yeah, I think he will just use his third repair.
Third repair.
I believe he has 3. Let me double.
You've used 2. One. You've only used one this encounter.
I used one between.
Okay.
I used one after the first half of the spring fling.
I got
so
you.
This will be his third.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and roll those 2d8, right?
Yep. Fuck yeah, again. That is 13 plus 2, 15.
Okay.
He's going back to full, baby.
Very well, very well. That brings us to Monty, to Dionysus. You are in a orb bubble. You cannot do anything.
I cannot. So
nothing can penetrate this orb.
So nothing can penetrate this. I can't move. I can't necessarily act or anything or cast spells through it.
Correct.
So what Dionysus is going to do is she's going to reach out and do that cute thing that bears do sometimes, where they grab their feet with their top two paws, and she's going to allow herself to kind of like float over, and she's going to look at the audience, and she's going to smile at them.
There's a little bit of like, aww, before going back to as combat ensues. As at the end of your turn, the walls drop. I need somebody to roll a d8 for me, please. Tom,
it's your turn, Alex.
Is my whole person also?
Actually, yeah. So that's gonna go off right as the walls
shit.
drop. Everybody's gonna use their reaction. Ugo gets his first because we're going by initiative order. He's going to make an attack at you.
I assume, are these going off before the fog reaches us?
Yes, this is going off as the walls drop before that fog spills out.
Cool.
Everything happens in an instant. Ugo, are you imposing disadvantage?
Yeah, I'll impose disadvantage.
Okay, he got a 14 to hit.
No.
Okay, he takes a swing at you as you kind of dodge out with your sword ready. Thomas, you get your hold person off. He needs to make a what save?
I believe it is a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Indeed.
He got a 10.
No, my spell saving is 15.
He's held for a second.
Get those auto crits.
Yes. Then you get your attack, Monty.
Okay, I was like, what?
So he's paralyzed. So let me double check what paralysis does. But go ahead and make your attack with advantage.
I don't need advantage, actually, because let me...
Wait, you get a nat 20?
I got a nat 20 before advantage, actually.
Which, I could be wrong. I think you auto-crit when they're paralyzed?
If you're within 5 feet of the creature. So you just...
So do you get quad damage?
You do not... There's the crits don't stack.
Home roll crit stack?
If crit stack against enemies, crit stack against you.
I'm okay with not
stack against
crit
you?
Stacking. I'm okay with that not happening.
That's okay.
Yeah, cool. So
ooh, this is gonna be nice.
Double
baby.
roll 2d10.
Well, I'll roll 2d8.
Yes.
And I'll roll 2d6 cold damage from the
from the ice, yeah.
Yeah, baby. Ooh, I don't get to roll this many dice, baby.
Oh yeah, I can do the Monty. Time for war.
Yeah, baby. Plus, so sorry. 8 cold damage.
Okay.
Plus 5, 11. Ooh, yeah, 17 magical slashing damage.
So that's what, 20-something total? 20...
Yeah, 17 plus
25.
8, so 25, yeah.
Oh my god.
Armor of Agus, fuck you.
Yeah, no. So you take it and you swipe as you like step out of the way as you have your longsword, and he swings down, and then he's held, and you just see this perfect moment as you just take your longsword and stab it into his side and pull it out. As he's trying to like yelp out in pain, but he's unable to.
Why don't you go ahead and do some more fire tricks, buddy?
All right, he is hurt. That was a really, really good hit on him. As also like the ice splinters out and stabs into the other parts of his body as the crowd fucking goes wild, and then you guys are all engrossed in smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Could you actually... I can't see the aura.
You can't see the aura.
Can
I
anyone
cannot
else?
either.
Okay.
Hold up. Let me see if I can just make a little aura thing. Hold up. I'm gonna make a little token.
Hold up. Ooh, hey.
Oh, it's in the aura. 20-foot. Hold up. 20-foot.
Do y'all see the
circle.
aura that I just made?
Do you see the yellow aura
No.
now?
I do not.
No yellow aura. Okay.
I mean, it's not the end of the world. I can count.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys can
that's
tell.
true. It's 4
Oh,
squared.
here we go. You should see that now.
Yes, I
Oh
can.
yeah, I see that
Perfect.
now.
The vacuum cleaner is the fog point. So
Okay.
it doesn't move with you. It just originates from you.
Okay, so it's gonna be there for an hour, I
Okay.
think. So if you ever need to get lost, go ahead and just run through there.
Yeah. Everybody inside there has a disadvantage on attack rolls.
Oh, okay.
Is that it for? That's boom, 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 boom. Then the layer action happens. I need somebody to roll a d10 for me, please. Or d8.
And it is my turn.
Yes.
I got a 6.
6. Okay, I need you to roll one more d8 for me, please.
Oh boy. I got a 1.
1.
Yeah.
Thomas, you regain 10 hit points.
Oh shit! If I'm at full, nothing happens.
Nothing
right?
happens. No.
Okay.
You just see this light kind of encompass you, and you get like a warm
Oh.
feeling inside.
Oh.
Of that.
I'm feeling loose.
It becomes Evangeline's turn, and she is going to kind of, the smoke comes over her, and then you see light pierce out through the top of it, and then from her space, just she's going to cast dispel magic, and the fog cloud dissipates.
Cool. Never mind. Fuck what I said earlier about the.
I mean,
Hey, let her waste her action.
Made a whole spell,
Yeah.
baby. That is
At-
good.
At least it was the fog cloud and not the whole person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, move back here, and just watch her brother, and just kind of getting back into position. All right, Micah, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the brother again.
Okay.
Still enraged. I'm gonna run up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Huddle around him and attack with my glaive
He
again.
is still held person, so go ahead and roll
With advantage.
advantage.
That's a 19.
Okay, that hits, and that is an auto critical.
Okay. That's an auto crit. So,
So you take your glaive and you just slice right across his chest.
Yes, Micah.
That's gonna be. I rolled a 2. It's so for crit, it's like double damage, right?
Double your dice. So roll 2d10.
Oh, okay.
Roll a second d10.
Yeah. That's a. Okay. So that's 5.
5.
Is that plus your strength?
Yeah,
Okay.
add your strength and your rage damage bonus. So
Ooh,
add
yeah.
your strength and plus 2.
Okay, hold up. That's plus 2 and then another plus 2. So that's going to be 9 damage. with
9
that.
points of damage. All right.
And then I'm also
Respectable.
going to use my last key point to get in some
2 unarmed strikes?
2 unarmed strikes. Yeah.
Okay, you said 9 points of damage total, correct?
Yeah.
All right, make 2 strikes with advantage.
So that's going to be another 19 for 1,
That's a crit.
and then a 17 for the other.
17, that hit, and that is another crit. So roll.
Oh my God.
You
Okay.
get it'll be 4d4
Okay.
plus 4
Yeah.
for each of them. So 4d4 plus 8.
Oh my God.
You're doing a negative health potion to him.
4, 5, 9. 11.
11 points of damage. Damn.
No, it's 11 plus the 8.
Plus
so
8,
19.
19. Yes, Micah! Use those perfectly toned biceps to strike them down.
Yeah, so you take your glaive and you slice, and then you just poof, poof, into his sternum, and then boom, right up into his nose as you feel his nose crack under your pressure.
Oh, no!
Under pressure.
That is that the end of your turn?
That's all I can do. If I do any more, he's gonna die. Fuck.
It comes to his turn.
Oh no.
I believe they get to roll
At
wisdom.
the end
to try to
of
break
at
free.
the end of his turn, he gets to roll a wisdom saving throw. So
Yeah.
he's gonna go ahead and try that. He got a 19. So he just
fuck that, but yeah, it breaks out.
you see as he finally like coughs and just spurt of blood comes out as he now he gestures and he just while looking at the three of you points at Thomas and Evangeline.
When he points, I'm gonna do the suck it again.
He's not looking at you. He's just pointing in your direction, and Evangeline
Oh.
immediately turns to you, and you see a little bit of lightning starts coming across her fingers.
We
Oh no.
it's been fun being on the stream, y'all. It's been actually pretty great.
What's your health at,
We've
Thomas?
got our.
It's at full, but it's 20.
Okay.
It's at full, so he's almost dead.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
All right,
Exactly.
Thomas, it is your turn.
I want to cast. I want to cast Hold Person again
As you
on Ugo.
pull it out and you go to cast Hold Person, Evangeline again just puts a hand out to you, and the magic doesn't even go past your space.
Fun facts, guys. I drew 2 pictures for this. The first was me casting it.
Wait,
And
wait.
Evangeline, and it says "fuck you, shit
Wait,
nerd."
hold up. She might not actually do that.
Then I won't have to
Yeah,
show
no.
the second drawing.
She doesn't counterspell you.
What?
She
really?
does not. Yep.
Okay.
Alex, holy shit.
So he needs to make another wisdom save.
Yes, they do. 15 to boot.
Oh, he fails.
I'm gonna just make. Am I able to see Saris?
You would have to use your action to look into the audience.
Damn, I wanted to look them in the eyes while I did that shit, but that's fine. I guess I'll look. At it. I'll be like, this might be it for me, y'all, but because Evangeline's looking pretty pissed. But please, for the love of God, do
Yeah.
the rock candy. Freezes him.
All right. Yeah, the candy around his body. That brings us to Monty. It is your turn.
All right. Would it be possible to typically Buddy takes his turn after mine. Just for a little fun thing I want to do, can I let Buddy go first? I don't think it'll change things. I can see how it might change things.
Yeah,
so
let's keep
do
it
that.
as he has to go after you because that is in the rules. I don't really want to break that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take an attack at Ugo.
He's paralyzed as he can. He's now just like fully like he was getting ready to swing, so he is just fully open.
I just kind of take a second and I'm just like looking at him and I just kind of twirl my sword around and then lunge at him.
Okay, roll the hit.
With advantage, right?
With advantage. If you hit, it's an auto crit.
Yeah, that'll be a 20.
20 hits. 23 hits.
And that is, where the fuck did my dice go? There. That'll be 9 plus 15 slashing damage.
15 slashing damage. All right.
Mm-hmm. He's still up?
He is still up.
Okay. Then I'll say to Buddy, I'll lean in and be like, you want a closer look, right? And then I'll let Buddy swing on him.
Okay, Buddy swings the anvil head down towards him.
Yeah, with his fucking head that he's
Epic fucking one-liner.
Good stuff.
Oh, fuck.
Ugh. That's not as good. That's an 18.
18 still hits.
Cool.
And it's
And that will
2d10.
8 to 2d8. Right?
Oh.
Buddy's thing is a
I
D8,
thought Buddy's
right?
thing was a d10.
I'll double check.
Yeah.
It would be
do
nice
that,
if it was
do
a
that.
D10. So
Have we touched Evangeline like at all?
We haven't dealt any damage, but she's a wizard. And once we start to surround her, that shit's gonna go pretty fast.
Yeah, she's been using mad spells. So.
Yeah, it's D8. So it will be a total of 11 force damage.
11 force damage.
Oh, he's still up.
Yeah.
Oh my
he's still
gosh.
up.
This dude's
I
got
got
balls.
Is that it for you?
That is it.
Dionysus, you're in the ball.
I'm in the ball. Dionysus is still floating around with her hands, her bottom paws and her top paws. She's allowing herself to just like float in any which way it fits.
Okay.
But she's making sure to always kind of like look at the audience, or every once in a while, Evangeline.
I'm mad because Hayden was talking about this spell to me the other day. He was like, I found this little spell. It's so cool. And now he's using it against us.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, we should have anticipated that. And it's time.
Yeah, it's
time.
It is the time. I need somebody to roll a d8 for me, please.
It's my turn again.
Yes, it is. And so.
What if it sealed it off, but it was just Evangeline stuck in the corner? I got a 4.
4?
Is that a new one?
I need you to roll
I
a
think
d4,
so.
please.
A D4.
Uh-huh.
We all take that much damage.
I got a 3. Don't give him any ideas.
Okay, sorry.
I just need Micah to get a hit off
Yeah.
against Ugo.
I'm gonna
Okay.
do 3 headbutts in a row next time.
Right here, you see a black spire shoot up out of the ground and just stays there for a second. And it's just sitting there.
Ominous.
Sorry, where was it?
Right where this
It's
little
a
vacuum
vacuum.
cleaner
The
is.
vacuum cleaner. Thank you for using the vacuum cleaner again.
Of course, I gotta use the vacuum cleaner. Yes. That brings us on to Evangeline, who is going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. She's going to run right up there, and she takes and draws her finger in and then twists it. And as she does this, the orb around Dionysus drops, and you see like the static electricity that was on her fingers connects and then shoots out as she's going to cast lightning bolt, and it is going to go through Micah, Monty, and Thomas. I need you all to make dexterity saving throws for me, please.
Of course.
Clayton,
your
your
mic
thing
is
is
off.
down.
That's a 16.
16 does not pass.
Oh, fuck. I also got a 16.
Nope.
This isn't something that I can try to cast shield to help me on,
No.
right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Poor Quad. Oh, no. Dex saving throw. That's fine.
Dex save.
Can y'all hear me okay now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to figure that out later.
That's 22 points of lightning damage.
No trident for us.
What did you get? Monty, what did you get?
+1. Sorry, not a +1. I looked at I'm just reading. A 15.
A 15? That does not pass. So you also take 22 points of lightning damage.
Okay, I'm gonna absorb elements that.
Okay.
Let's talk about this for just
So
one
you
second.
take 11 points of lightning damage. You take 22.
Wait, let's
Are you
just
still up?
talk about this for a second.
Okay.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm 22, sure. I have relentless endurance, but human bodies and humanoid bodies are natural insulators. Yes?
This is magic lightning. This is magic
It's magic
lightning. And it
lightning.
goes
Come
through a
on.
60-foot line.
Doesn't detract with as many people
Nope.
it goes through? Not at all?
Right. You jumped 25 feet earlier in this
I know.
fight.
Okay, fine.
Nope, that is not how the spell works.
Okay.
It
So
is a line, and it is a direct diagonal, which is very lucky because that means it's not going to hit Thomas or Dionys or Buddy. But you take 22 points of lightning damage. Do you relentless endurance, correct?
Yes, I do.
You are down, correct?
Yeah,
Thomas?
no trident for us. Dylan,
So
sorry.
this lightning cracks.
Do any of us
through,
even wield tridents?
the area and
I think I could use a mean trident, to be honest.
all of
but
your bodies kind
we'll buy
of
it later.
like tense up, and you see as Thomas, you just like as you begin to like fall down, and you watch as he's falling unconscious. The blue gem glows, and his body disappears. And you see a blue
Bye,
gem
buddies.
glow right back up in the stadium for just a second. Yeah, that is. Then Evangeline, yeah, that's the end of her turn. So she just kind of looks back, and he is no longer held person. That concentration has dropped.
Do I get to roll for that?
You're unconscious. You automatically lose concentration.
But it's magic, right?
Okay, uh-huh.
Thomas, use your
The
relentless
human
endurance.
body is a natural
Okay.
insulator.
Okay, come on.
All right. That brings us to Micah. It is your turn.
Okay. Dear God. Fuck it.
You
I
can
can't
still get advantage on this attack if you flank, and you can down
You
it.
could also just you could also reckless attack this.
Okay. I will reckless attack this one.
Okay.
There's 0 chance. If I'm gonna get hit again, then I'm gonna get hit again. Whatever the fuck.
Monty will probably say like, "But let's get out of a line."
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna run behind him.
Okay. To there?
Yeah.
There. Okay, cool. So you're flanking now. So you don't even have to reckless. If you go right here, you won't have to reckless.
Okay. I'll do just that.
Okay.
Okay. That would be first one's a 5. Second one's nat 20.
All right. Go ahead and roll 2d10 and add 4.
Okay. So you roll 2d10 because it's a crit.
Yes, you double the dice.
Okay. So as an orc, half orc, I also have savage attacks, which is another dice.
Oh, so you get 3d10.
Yeah.
Okay,
I didn't
cool.
realize that the other time. I'm not gonna.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just remember that going forward, you get an extra d10 on all your attacks.
That's
or
10.
on all your crits. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a 10.
That's a 10.
Well, let's not be hasty. You crit like what, 4 times with this attack?
So that's
Yeah, go ahead. Put 60-10 on it.
10, 6, 8.
It's way too late to back. If you realize it's the turn after, that'd be okay. But it's been a full turn cycle.
Yeah.
Wait, what's up?
Just keep going. Just keep going.
Don't worry about it.
I was just fighting for you.
Okay. So that's going to be 10, 6, 8, 24.
24 points of damage.
Yeah. Oh, plus,
Plus 4 is 25.
plus
20,
4, plus
28.
2
28.
by itself. So that's going to be 30.
That takes him down.
Yes, that's what I'm
Yes,
fucking talking
motherfucker.
about.
You take your
Kill
blade
her.
and you just slice it right up as you basically take a chunk out of Ugo's skin as you just slice through as he and as he's falling, the blue orb glows and he disappears.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Before my turn ends, I'm gonna point at Evangelina and say, "You're next, motherfucker."
Hell yes.
All right.
Destroy Evangeline.
Okay, that brings us to Micah, then to Ugo. Ugo's out of the fight. Thomas.
That would be Monty,
Thomas,
right?
you come to consciousness in the stands. You are in a box watching the illusionary area. You see a person finishing uttering some incantation as you come to consciousness, and you look and you see a cleric over Ugo's body reviving him. You are now in a box. You see the announcer is next to you. You see the librarian is there, and you see the other competitors are there, as well as Adam and Saris.
Oh.
Fuck.
And there's a couple of other clerics just around at the ready. And then, Monty, it is your turn.
All right. So I will turn around and step on over here. So I know I can't let Buddy go before me, but since I'm moving now, can I hold my attack until Buddy gets around to the other side of her?
You can. And you would use your reaction to take the attack. Yeah, so that's okay.
Then I'm fine.
Okay.
I have some reaction stuff, so I'm just gonna go here and I'll take my attack then.
Okay.
20.
20
Dirty
hits.
20.
Dirty 20 hits.
That will be. So that will be 12 slashing damage and 4 lightning damage.
Okay.
And then
You don't cut into flesh. You swing and you get through her defenses. And you're cutting, and you seem to be cutting across some sort of arcane field around her skin.
Is it, just to clarify, that it still did, some
damage.
form of damage?
You hit.
Cool.
You just didn't. You didn't hit her skin.
Okay. And then Buddy will 5, 10, 15, 20 to come right here. And he will take an attack with advantage, I think.
Yes, correct.
Cool. That'll be another dirty 20.
Another dirty 20. Very well. That hits.
And that'll be 6 force damage.
Okay. You slam into her as you see that ward that's around her kind of protects her flesh from it, but she's still standing. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah,
Is
I'm done.
that it? All right. That brings us to Dionys. It is your turn.
So Dionys is going to run forward towards Micah, and she's going to kind of touch his cheek where the armor of Agathis slashed it several fucking turns ago. Yeah. And she's going to cast Cure Wounds on him. I'm going to go ahead and do 2nd level.
Okay.
Yeah. For a total of 9 health.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot. That's good.
And she's going to say to him while she does that, I enjoyed being a bear.
Okay.
And,
Almost cries in the box.
and then she's gonna continue walking forward with her staff readied.
Alrighty.
Time to
I
roll
need
a
somebody
D8.
roll a D8. Yes, please.
I was after Bonnie last time. I'll do it.
Okay. Oh, actually, yeah. Go ahead and tell me what you're rolling.
That was a 7.
7. Okay. All right. Before this happens, you're fighting. You're getting in close to Evangeline. She's like, about to cast, and you see that the black pillar that came out of the ground turns red, and poof, it explodes in a 15-foot radius. So that is everybody except for Micah. I need you to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Fuck.
Well.
Is there
So
any way? Because Dionys is in range of me. Is there any way I can pull her out of it real quick? As a reaction?
Not as a reaction.
Okay.
Hayden, the human body is
Uh-huh.
the nat. I got a nat 1.
Natural 1.
Oh.
Okay, you do not pass. Dionys, what did you get?
I got a 19.
A 19. Okay, that passes. Buddy, what did Buddy get?
Buddy will have a 5.
Okay, Buddy, you and Buddy fail. So you each take. Hold up, that's. Ooh, shit. You each take 16 points of fire damage. And
Great.
Dionys, you take 8 points of fire damage, and Evangeline takes 8 points of fire damage.
Dionys, by the way, is going to use her absorb elements.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just absorbing
so
them all.
you take
today.
4 points of damage. As Evangeline kind of stumbles back, and you see that ward that was around her is now broken.
Also, Hayden, just so everything's above board, I'm taking 8 just because of my tiefling ship.
Yes, because you are resistant. All right, and then so the monolith explodes, and then from the center you see a little orb of light come up and then explode like a flashbang. I need everybody to make Constitution saving throws for me, please.
Jesus. Did it look like Evangeline got hurt?
Evangeline was able to kind of dodge out of the way a little bit, but she didn't resist it. Okay, cool. What did everybody get, please?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, you pass.
22 for Monty, 15 for Buddy.
Buddy passes. Micah?
Cool.
13.
13 does not pass. So you kind of, Micah, you're the only one who really experiences. You guys see it exploding and you're able to like shield your eyes. Micah, you're not able to shield your eyes in time as you're just like flashbanged. On your next turn, you can only take a move, an action, or a bonus action. And the same thing happens to Evangeline. That wasn't a good idea, was it, Brett?
It wasn't.
All right, that brings us to...
What did you do?
That brings us to Evangeline. So she only has her action, or her bonus action. So she is going to...
Is Brett gonna lose his eyesight on
Probably.
stream, dog?
Probably. Evangeline. Oh. Okay, cool.
That was Hayden realizing Evangeline can just forfeit, I think, is what that little was.
Yeah, she can just leave. We won't mind.
Evangeline is going to... She's going to cast a spell.
Not a fan when she does that.
I don't like your tone right now. You're talking with the TPK tone of voice right now.
I need you to Micah, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
God.
Dionys Evangeline casts Wish.
That's a 6.
No, not Micah. I meant Monty. Monty.
Sure. You said wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw for me, please.
God almighty.
10.
10, that does not pass. She kind of like shields her eyes, makes eye contact with you for just enough time as she pulls out and then slams her hands together like this with a little bit of like arcane energy between it. As your body, all of your muscles stop moving. She casts Hold Person on you.
Irony.
You are now held.
The Sharingan copy! Oh no!
She has the eye!
But that's all she can do for her turn. Alright. Micah, it is your turn. You can only action, bonus action, or move.
Oh god. Okay. Well, I'm gonna move. Yeah, I'm gonna move.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna move up in front of her and try to block, so at least like she.
Okay. Yeah. So she's blocked in very well. Yeah.
So let me do that.
Yeah.
There you
cool.
go.
You just right there? You don't want to go right there. Cool.
Right here, yeah.
All right. So you just kind of move, and then you're trying to get your weapon ready, but you can't really see where you're swinging.
Can I like
end your turn.
ready in action?
No, you can't take an action. It requires your action to ready an action.
Okay.
All right. This moves us to Ugo, Thomas, Monty. You are held at the end of your turn. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Don't mind if I do. I know a 10 didn't do it, but how about a 7?
A 7 does not do it.
Okay. Can I talk?
You are incapacitated. You can speak flatteringly.
Buddy!
Wait, you can't move or speak. Can't move or
Yeah,
speak.
you can't speak.
Oh, you're thinking charmed.
I was thinking stunned.
Oh, never mind. You
so
can
then I
speak
suppose I
falteringly when
cannot
tongue.
command
Oh, falteringly.
Mr. Buddy?
What's that?
I suppose I cannot command Mr. Buddy then?
I would say because you're incapacitated, no, you cannot.
Then Buddy would automatically take the dodge action.
Okay, Buddy just kind of gets ready, and that brings us to Dionys. It's your turn.
Cool. Dionys is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's gonna pop up there. She's got
okay.
her shillelagh staff on her.
That is that requires double movement to get up there. So you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Very cool. You counted it in your movement.
I did. And she is going to use. Dionys is going to use her her staff that she has on her, and she's going to attack. The first one will be an 18 to hit.
An 18 does hit, but she kind of blinks out of it, and she's going to cast shield, so it does not hit. And as she does that, you see the ward that was around her skin reforms.
Abjuration wizards, gotta love them.
Gotta love them.
I mean, and kind of like the way you hate them, but
yeah.
You know.
Honestly, we're looking at a wizard right now that we are fully surrounded. I like our odds.
Wow.
Just
Very good.
Okay.
See, that is the end of my turn then.
All right.
Or actually, wait. I am going to use Balm of the Summer Court. I'm going to spend 2 of them on Monty.
Okay. Cool. Roll those 2d6.
Damn, I'm not rolling
I'm
on my healing.
Looking at me, you would see Monty's actually not super hurt right now. If it could benefit Micah more.
She's going to use it on Micah. So Micah, you will heal 6 health and gain an additional.
You gain
2.
2 temporary hit points. So those will well, actually, you didn't. You probably already lost them from the lightning bolt. So you gain 2 temporary hit points.
Cool.
All right, I need somebody to roll a d8 for me, please.
I don't know,
Maybe
Hayden. Every time we do that, something bad happens.
Well, sometimes it heals people.
What if we choose not to, Hayden?
Yeah, Hayden.
Then I roll it.
Unionized.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
That'll be 7.
7. The flash of light comes up again. I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Everybody.
No, not everybody, Thomas. You're dead. You're gone. You're in the afterlife.
Okay, that's a 19 for me.
19, you pass.
15.
15 passes.
23 from Monty, natural 20 to a total of 22 from Buddy.
Everybody but Evangeline passes.
Yeah.
She's like, "Ugh." Again, just right in her eyes.
I know to cover my eyes this time.
Did Evangeline get damaged at all? Sorry.
Evangeline is not taking damage yet.
Okay.
Since she cast that. Okay. But that does bring us to her turn as she is just kind of looking around.
Make her move. Make her move.
Hey.
She's going to use her bow.
Oh,
She's going to...
That would be awesome.
Hold up. Let me look at her little thingy. She's going to use her last 2nd level spell slot. And she is just going to kind of touch Micah on the forehead. Micah, I need you to make a... Wait. Yeah, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw for me, please.
Is there any way I could like hop out of the way?
No, this is what the save is for.
Okay.
It's a little pink tendril comes off of her hand again.
Yeah. That's 9.
9? You take 9 points of psychic damage, and on your next turn, you can only move, action, or bonus action.
Motherfucker. Alright.
As your brain kind of just stops working for a second.
I mean, she's already there. Just
yeah, I know. She's kind of in a bad position.
Go for the and then the
Yeah.
both at the same time, but now I can only do one.
All right, that brings us to Micah, to Ugo, to Thomas, to Monty. Or Micah, what do you want to do? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
Go to
attack.
hit. Roll the
Yeah.
hit.
All right. Gotta shake it up a little bit here.
Make sure it's a real good roll. Sorry we were going a little bit late, but I want to finish this out for us. Is that a crit?
That's a crit. That's a nat 20.
Yeah, you also had advantage because of flanking, but
Okay.
We're doling them out today.
I love how Micah is like, I'm either going to roll exceptionally well or pitifully.
that is 3d10 plus 4.
Okay. Okay, that's a 7. That's a
Well,
9.
actually, only plus 2 because your rage has subsided. Because your last turn, you only moved.
7, 9, 5 plus 2, so 14 plus 9, which is 23.
23?
Yeah.
Alrighty, that 23 points of damage. That's a lot. That's a lot. That hurts her.
Okay.
Like the end of The Boys season 2. No spoilers, but someone gets the shit beaten out of him by a lot of people.
You take your glaive and you cut through into the ward and then cut like into her leg's flesh. It's just,
What did I say about you being next, huh?
I think she needs to make a concentration check.
She does need to make a concentration check. She makes it with advantage because of Warcaster. She is fine.
Damn.
I love how you've built her. She is sturdy.
Brings us to Monty. You are held. End of your turn. Make a check, please.
Okay.
Check, please.
That is, I have a +0, so 17.
17 just passes. As you finally...
Does that mean...
No, that
I know my turn is ending,
end of
Buddy
your turn.
cannot
You have to
attack
use your
them?
bonus action to command Buddy.
Alright, well...
Dionysus, it is your turn.
I wish I had a cool, like, really powerful damaging spell, but I don't. So, I am just
You don't
going
have your
to...
lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt is a 3rd level spell. That's right. Who needs them? Let's just eat them.
Yeah!
So Dionysus is just going to then attack with her staff. She's got it shillelied up, and it's going to do a lot more than Thorn Whip is. That's going to be a 16 to hit.
With advantage because of flanking.
And that's going to be an 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
Bad. That'll be 1d8. Rolled a 1. But plus 4, so that's 5 damage.
5 points of damage. That's something.
I'll take it. I really need to get more spells that have bonus actions.
All right, is that it for you?
That's all I can do.
Somebody roll a d8 for me, please.
Alex? Or
Go for it,
I'm
Alex.
not in the arena.
It doesn't
anymore,
matter.
so-
You can go.
Okay.
You can go for it. It's
Okay.
This is just to give y'all some more to roll. You know.
Yeah.
I got a 1.
A 1. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
We haven't gotten a 1 yet.
You
This
have
is
not.
exciting.
You've now officially seen all options.
I got an 8.
A 17.
Okay.
Um,
What'd you get, Clayton?
I got a 4.
did Buddy
Buddy,
get?
though, got a 19.
Okay.
Neither of us are very wise.
So Buddy and Micah, you pass. Everybody else, you kind of see that there's this arcane glyphs around your feet, and for a second you blink, and you were in a new position. You all switch positions with each other.
Odd.
As you now boom, boom, boom,
No!
magically teleported into different positions.
That's
He is
That is pretty cool.
still in range of all of us to get an attack of opportunity, and or links 2 of us. I'll take it. 3, 2.
It is now her turn.
Fuck.
So she kind of, out of this daze, teleported, looks at her hand, or kind of looks and is obviously a lot, like, wind taken out of her as she kind of reaches back and she pulls out this gem that's in her pocket and she mutters under her breath and it glows and the glow shoots into her arm and then she clasps her hands together and pushes down and you see a wind poof, as she then flies 60 feet up into the air. You can take attacks of opportunity if you would like.
Yes.
Yes. Hey, baby. That is going. I always sound like fucking. Who's that bear?
Yo.
Yogi.
It's rubbing off after you turn into a bear. That's a 23 with my glaive.
23, okay.
I got a 26.
26, that hits.
18?
18. She's gonna cast shield, so
Oh, wait, that's right. Never mind.
Wait,
but
is it still her turn, technically?
that works different.
Okay.
You can reaction on your turn and it doesn't break the 2 spell rule.
Okay, so you can counterspell a counterspell?
You could counterspell a counterspell on your
Okay.
turn. Potentially, I haven't fully made my ruling on that, but
Okay.
we'll talk about that.
Cool, that's fine.
So she does take hits from both Dionys and Micah.
Okay.
So roll your damage for that, and she needs to make 2 concentration checks.
That's
How
I
much?
got an 11 for damage.
Oh my gosh, 11. All right.
I mean, I rolled a 7, so.
Yeah. And what about you, Micah?
I dealt 10 damage.
10 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you slice. So her first is a success. Her second is also a success. Yep. She takes these damage. She's like bleeding out. But she still rockets up 60 feet into the air and is now just kind of floating. She's actually going to go 55 feet up in the air and go 1 space back.
Okay, everyone stand underneath her with your spears pointed up. Just like have her fall on top of us with her pointy sticks.
Let's
Alrighty.
fly, dude. It's going to last a hot second.
That brings us to Micah.
Okay. So 60 feet.
60 feet up, 55 feet up in the air.
55 feet up in the air. Okay. I'm all out of keys, so there's no way I can do what I did again.
That is
Even-
correct.
Yeah, so...
What you doing?
I'm not doing anything. Like, I think the best bet for me would probably to be getting out of the way in case, like, she does another fucking lightning bolt. I doubt it, but, probably be better.
Mm-hmm.
How tall is the rock that Monty's right next to?
He's on top. It's about 3 feet tall. He's on top of it.
Never mind.
What you doing?
I'm just gonna prepare a dodge action.
Okay. Very cool. So you're just gonna take the dodge action. Cool.
Oh, wait. No, this is stupid as hell, but I'm gonna try to throw my light hammer at her.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
she
yeah.
still has. Actually, no. She wouldn't have shield up. Because it's till the end of. It's the end of her next turn, so she still has shield up.
Yeah.
And then that's 17.
17 does not hit. It
Fuck.
glances off the shield.
Fuck.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. That brings us to Monty.
I mean, I am out of spell slots, right? Let me check that real quick. Yes, I'm fully out of spell slots, so I will walk. Or I'm just gonna come right here, and I mean, she's got like a 20-something AC right now, so fuck it. No,
What are you doing?
fuck it. I'm gonna take a shot with my non-magical crossbow.
All right.
So that'll be a +3 to hit. So I
With
basically need a
disadvantage.
20. Oh, disadvantage. Let's see if I get worse than that too. Yeah, that'll be a total of 5 to hit.
It just it doesn't even get up to her. It just kind of falls a little short. All right.
Okay.
Buddy.
And Buddy as well will come to right here.
Okay, cool. All right, Dionysus.
So what Dionysus is going to do is she's going to walk right underneath her,
Okay.
or above her a little bit, and she is going to cast Fairy Fire. So
Okay.
she is going to draw what magic she has left, kind of conjuring these little blue lights and force kind of shoot them up at her. And Fairy Fire has a range of 60 feet, which is kind of absurd.
So she has to make a, what is it, a dex save?
Dex saving throw, yeah.
Okay. She got a dirty 20.
Well, it was
So
worth
she
a shot.
She just avoids this color splash that tries to grip onto her. Is that it for you?
Dionysus is gonna go sit up here, and she's gonna sit on the rock, and she's just gonna kind of like put her knees up and like sit her, and just kind of like watch her.
Okay. I need somebody to roll a d8 for me, please.
Yeah. It's gonna be a 5.
I need everybody on the ground to make strength saving throws for me, as the ropes again shoot out of the ground and attempt to grab all of you.
I was trying to remember which one 5 was. I was kind of hoping we would get a 1, but that would suck for whoever got thrown into the air.
Yeah.
12.
12 does not pass.
Fuck.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 passes.
I got a 3, Buddy got a 9.
Okay, everybody but Dionysus gets restrained. That brings us to Evangeline's turn. Evangeline, just floating over here, is going to fly to right here and shoot a ray of frost at Micah, and she has advantage on it because he's restrained. That is a 16 plus a lot, enough to hit. So you take, let me get my little D8 out here. You take 9 points of cold damage.
Me?
Yep. Are you still up?
No.
So this bolt of ice shoots down and hits into you as you're like restrained, and you, and as you take this like this breath in, the glows blue on your wrist, and boom, you're gone.
Fuck.
That brings us to. She's just gonna kind of float there, breathing really, really heavily. Micah, you get brought back up. You are sitting next to Thomas, Thomas, you've been watching this whole thing. If you had anything specific you wanted to do, we'll get to it after.
Okay.
Actually, is there anything specific you wanted to do?
I don't know how much of an asshole I want to be. Was Ugo like specifically mean to us?
No, I don't think he was.
That's up to you to interpret. I mean, he said what he said, so it's up to you.
After that cold blast, I wake up and immediately vomit that like pepper mixture.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fuck.
Oh. I forgot about that.
Thomas, is there anything you'd like to do, or we're gonna move on with combat?
Yeah, just move on.
Monty,
I'll be.
you're up.
You say Monty?
Monty.
Okay. I suppose I can try to use my action to break free of the restrained condition.
You can, or you can shoot at disadvantage. Disadvantage doesn't stack, so you can try to shoot with your crossbow if you'd like.
What's her current distance from me?
She's 10 feet away and 55 feet up.
Then I'm going to use my action to try and get out, because I don't think there's any point. 16?
16 passes. You break free of the ropes.
Cool.
Anywhere you would like to move?
Yep. I'll just move to right here, and probably shouldn't group up with Dionysus. I'll sword in hand, doing like a gladiator arms out, trying to kind of get the crowd on our side. I'm going to be like, is this the fight you want?
Make a persuasion check.
I'm okay at those. That's a nat 20.
What is it? Total?
Finally. Nat 20, total of 23.
The card starts chanting, "Get back down there. Get back down there." And,
Fuck yeah.
Not what I was expecting.
But Evangeline
Humiliated.
doesn't seem to be, listening. She's
Mm-hmm.
prioritizing.
And Buddy's
winning
going to
over-
use his action as well to try to escape.
Okay.
8.
All right. Dionys, it is your turn. He does not escape.
Yeah.
So Dionys is actually going to yell up at Evangeline and say, "Are you simply going to wait up there until your flight wears out? And then what?"
Well, I'm going to be shooting at you the whole time, so no.
Dionys casts Cure Wounds on herself.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that. D8 plus Wisdom. Is that it for you?
Yeah.
I need somebody
She
to
heals for 7 health.
I need somebody to roll a D8 for me, please.
It's my
I think
turn
it's
again.
Brett's turn.
Brett's turn. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's a 6.
6. I need you to roll a D4 for me.
Fuck. 3.
The wound curing ends up hitting Evangeline.
Fuck.
8. Oh my god.
This is
12.
God damn.
She
This
regains
is
13
brutal.
hit points as the light kind of goes and she but is still flying, ready to...
You having a leisurely stroll up there?
It's quite nice to not, be constantly under attack. That brings us to her turn, to which she's going to Ray of Frost you, Monty.
Go for it.
That is a 3 plus 8, 11 to hit, or 12 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. The Ray of Frost swings right by and you kind of dodge out of the way. She's going to fly another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's going to fly 30 feet over here.
Oh.
All right. Micah, Ugo, Thomas, Monty. It is your turn.
Sure. I'm staying under her.
All right. You shooting again?
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a disadvantage little crossbow shot. Damn
Hey,
it,
there's
if I
still-
had kept my crossbow magical, we would have won this fucking shit already. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. She's going to cast Shield. Brings her armor class up to 21. So it shoots like right towards her head, and she just casts Shield.
I'm just I like gesture to the audience, and then I yell coward.
Make an intimidation check.
13.
Okay, cool. No, nothing happens. All right, that brings us to Dionys.
Okay. So Dionys is gonna just plop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, she's gonna just kind of stroll over to Monty, tap his shoulder, cast guidance.
Okay.
Like, statistically, it has to hit eventually.
That gives advantage, correct?
No, just
It's an
1d4.
extra
Okay,
D4.
cool.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
All right.
I'm running low on spell slots.
Layer action.
Oh.
So
Question: how is Monty looking?
He's looking like about 21 points right now.
Okay, so Dionys is doing fine too.
okay, that brings us to the layer. So I need somebody to roll a d8 for me.
I think it is my turn again. 1.
1. I need everybody to make a wisdom save.
Oh, this could get very bad. Okay. 16.
That is a 17 from Monty and a 4 from Buddy.
Buddy and Evangeline switch places. She's on the floor. She's on the ground.
Buddy's gonna fall 55 feet.
And Buddy's about to fall 55 feet.
Oh, and it's her fucking turn, isn't it?
And then after the layer, Buddy falls, plummets to the ground.
Can Buddy take an attack of opportunity as they're passing each other?
Ooh.
They teleport. It's a teleportation. They
Right,
but Buddy's falling down, and I figure she's about to fly, right?
It's gonna take a while to fall 55
It'll have
feet.
It'll have disadvantage because she does rocket up. It'll have disadvantage, but I'll allow it.
Ooh, Buddy.
Oh my god, this would be so fucking cool.
Fucking in the middle of the air.
Oh, well, actually, he still has a +7. No, it's not gonna fucking hit. It's a 13.
13 does not hit. And she kind of flies back, like not expecting him to try to hit her. As Buddy takes 5d6 bludgeoning damage. That is 20 points of bludgeoning damage as he slams into the ground, and he kind of his arms kind of shoot off, but the blue light glows, and then his whole body is teleported back.
Me and fucking Thomas are just chilling and talking and eating like the oranges afterwards and being like, hey, yeah, it's all right. And then just a pile of scrap pops up to our right. Like,
okay. And then Evangeline.
I'm sure the clerics have mending.
Is gonna
Does
take
anything
a shot.
happen to like the ley line on Buddy?
It's in the middle of an anvil. He's gone down a lot before.
Okay.
Probably before.
okay.
Does an 18 hit you, Monty?
And 18 just hits me.
Just hits. Okay. That's going to be 2d8.
I've still got my little heroism up. I've been making those checks.
Okay. You get 5. They don't stack. They replace themselves.
I know.
You take 10 points of cold damage, and your speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay.
It's really important right now.
And I just barely make that concentration check, but I get hit and my eyes go black and my finger up, and she needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
What's the range on Hellish Rebuke? Is there a
60
range?
feet.
Oh, okay. Well, she would have had to fly a little bit closer to actually get it off. So yeah. That is a 11.
That's a fucking failure, baby. Ooh, please God be good. 15 fire damage.
15 points of fire damage?
Yes.
Okay.
And she takes 12 actual health damage.
Yeah, so she actually takes 15 points of fire damage. So it hits her and like wraps around her in flame for a second. She made a concentration check. One of them was a critical failure. The other was a 19. So she passes and she remains in the air as she kind of like wraps around her in flame for a second as she kind of stumbles, and she's back down to like her arms are a little bit like crispified, but she's still flying. This brings us to Dionys.
No, it's his turn.
It's Monty's turn. That's right.
Okay, I'm doing a little bit of health stuff right now. God damn it, I was so hoping
She's very close to down. She's very close.
We're so close. You've got that D4 now.
Got that D4. I'm going to take my crossbow shot. Disadvantage. And a D4.
Add a D4.
I think this needs to be big. 17.
17. She does have to use shield. The shield comes up. As you see, she is like basically barely keeping it up as the crossbow hits and deflects off of it.
God, how many fucking castings of shield does she have?
That was her third casting of shield.
Damn. All right. Well,
that brings us to Dionys.
How far up there is she?
55 feet.
She taps the shoulder and casts guidance again.
Okay. Layer action.
Oh, actually, 2.
What's up?
Oh, wait. I suppose... Yeah, okay. So she's going to do that. Tap his shoulder. Then she's going to cast Healing Spirit.
Okay.
It's been a hot second.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, so she brings back that old friend of hers, the guy with the looming, tall, gangling figure with the expanded owl as a head. And she's gonna put him right in front of her.
Okay.
And then she's gonna walk through him. Boop boop. And she heals yeah. And that'll just heal her 1d6.
Okay. I need somebody to roll a d8 for me. I believe it's Alex's turn.
Yeah.
I got 1 health.
Oh no. Is 6 the walls? Because I got a 6.
6 is the healing. I need you to roll a d4 for me.
Alex.
And re-roll 3s.
Reroll 3s?
Re-roll
Okay.
4s. Re-roll 4s.
Reroll 4s. I got a 1.
That's Evangeline again.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Cool.
Okay. Regains 10 hit points.
Dionysus is gonna yell up and say, "Do you want to split the money?"
Make a persuasion check.
It's not that great.
Aw.
I think it's gonna be. Let me check just to be sure. Yeah, it's a 10.
It's not about the money, as she slings a ray of frost down towards you.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Oh damn, that sucks.
13 points of cold damage.
Cool.
As she kind of, as it hits you right in the chest, and the ice kind of freezes over your body for a second, and you have a little bit of trouble moving.
Okay, Dionysus say, "That was utterly unnecessary."
We're in a brawl.
And she loses concentration, so the healing spirit goes away. Well, that's a shame.
All right, Monty.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage, but with
The
guidance.
D4. Once again, not horrible. 16.
16 hits.
16 hits?
16 hits, just barely, but it hits.
Oh, shit.
Roll your damage.
No shield for you.
She is out of spell slots.
Thank God.
Her concentration remains, though, unless you somehow roll 24 damage with this.
Hayden,
What's that?
I just rolled a 30. 7 plus 1 is 8. So 8 damage.
It sticks into her shoulder as she manages to keep this concentration on the flight. And she's kind of flying and puts her hand out to shoot another ice at you. Is that it for you, Monty?
That'll do it for old Montimus.
Do healing spells work on Buddy? After
No,
we
but they
drop to
can
0?
mending.
No.
Okay.
He'll be fine, though, until I get to him. He doesn't have to make, like, death saves or anything.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, now that like this is definitely like reaching the end game, I'm gonna try to get Thomas to like help me out, and we're gonna try to get the crowd to say just keep on repeating candy.
Make a
Fireworks and shit. I'll do that.
Micah, make a persuasion check with disadvantage, or with regular with advantage, not disadvantage. I'm an idiot. I apologize.
Okay, so first one's a 19. Second one's a 3. So it's a 19.
19. They start chanting, candy, 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 candy. You know what? Fuck it. You hear this chanting, Monty, and you're really like filled, and you pull up your crossbow, and you got advantage on your next attack.
All right.
I'm considering this like you're using the entire crowd to take the help action. So that was Monty. The Dionys, it's your turn.
Guidance.
Guidance.
And
Layer.
then she's gonna
D8 for somebody, please.
And then she's actually going to pop up on the rock.
Okay.
Next to Monty, and she's gonna kind of lay back and just watch.
Okay.
Just watch. Oh, so she is taking the prone action, by the way.
Okay, cool. So she's gonna lay prone. Cool.
Yep. Which I mean grants disadvantage for her.
Yeah, it'd be smart.
And then I can. Is it my turn to roll the d8?
Somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It's gonna be a 5.
5 is the ropes. I need strength saves.
Fucking fuck.
I'm filled with courage.
Dionys rolled a nat 1, but she was already laying down. She's just kind of like
matter.
cozy. Yeah.
Strength save for me.
Real quick. She shot me with frost,
Yep.
and then that was after I hit her.
Mm-hmm.
I've not gone again since then. Wouldn't I go before the?
That is true. You would go for. I thought we had gone. Okay, cool. Yeah, no. Then yeah, you make the shot. It's just a straight shot because it's because you have disadvantage because of the range, but you have advantage because of the crowd.
Cancels out, and I've got my guidance. With the guidance, I just look to Dionys and give like a knowing like. And I
Dionys
festering
shrugs.
rage in my chest, hearing the candy, knowing that my friends are to thank for that. Aim, take the shot. 15 plus my 2 from guidance.
That hits.
17 to hit.
That hits.
And I rolled an 8, so 9 damage.
That is. You had to roll max damage to take her down. So you take her down. You look up and you hear candy, and you can swear you hear individually Micah and Thomas's voices chanting as you fly up and you hit her right in the heart as you see her start to plummet to the ground. The blue ignites and she vanishes. As the crowd going wild, as fireworks start exploding, and you see the illusions show up and say, "The Candy Mafia wins!" And everybody is going fucking wild as you people see your gems glow for a second. You're teleported back into this room. You're sitting next to. You're standing in front of you is Saris and Adam and the librarian. And a couple of clerics, and you see they heal spell as they pull out the bolt out of Evangeline.
Maybe don't bother with that.
And,
It's
they take their magic and the wound heals. And she, as you're all looking and the crowd is going wild. We're gonna pick up there 2 weeks from now.
All right.
Damn.
all right.
Oh my
Victory.
god.
Money.
With
Money.
With
Money.
victory at the Spring Fling, you all level up.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
let's go ahead and roll your hit dice right now real quick. I know this
Okay.
episode has gone extraordinarily late, but I appreciate you all for sticking around for just a second more.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so roll your hit die, re-roll ones. Thank you, Matt Mercer. That's a very good idea, so...
Actually, never mind. Later.
I'm maybe the luckiest man in the world right now. I did just roll a 6.
6, add your
I
con.
can. My con is 0. This
Okay.
is the best that could have happened for Thomas.
Okay, so you gain 6 hit points.
Because it's a D6, right?
It is a
for wizards?
D6 for wizards.
Okay, cool.
If we add our con mod.
You add your con mod.
I
Then
gain 8.
I get 8 more. I'm at 46.
Hey.
All right.
I'm at 44 now.
Are you taking a level in barbarian or a level in monk, Micah?
Level in monk.
Okay, so it's a D8. D8 and add your con mod. Reroll ones.
Actually, me too. I'm gonna take a monk level.
I think we should all take a level in monk.
Ooh, yes! Don't get extra attack.
Okay, so that's
Ooh, I get to attack.
plus my constitution.
Plus your constitution.
So that's going to be 9.
So you
extra.
gain 9
So,
additional hit points.
I'm at 46 now.
All right. Well, thank you everybody so much for watching. I know we went a little late here, a little later than usual, but it was a big fight and I wanted to finish it. We love you all very much. Stay safe.